Alrighty, hello everyone, my name is Caden, and welcome back to more, Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we finished up episode 4, got Kay's memories back, and now we're Kay's, episode 5 takes place very quickly after, episode 4, and now the president from the first case is dead. And, yeah. I don't know if today is going to be the last, I mean, if you're watching the VOD or anything, if you're watching the VOD later, then you'll probably know by the title if this is the last episode of the game or not, but I don't know. We'll see. But, anyways, April 6th, 11:23 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Ray versus Francisca. That's right, we wanted to go check out Patricia Rowland's case, didn't we?
Court is now in session. Is the defense ready?
Of course, Your Honor. You can begin whenever you want.
The prosecution has been ready from the start, Your Honor.
Alright. Jill Crane, the attorney in charge of the defense, has passed on from this world. Furthermore, Sebastian DeBest, the prosecutor in charge, has disappeared. Oh, we still haven't found Sebastian still hasn't been found? Sebastian, after hearing what his father did and how his father is a literal piece of garbage, he ended up running away, but it sounds as though he hasn't been found yet. Interesting. Also worrying. Is he okay? And so, Francisca and Mr. Shields have taken over their duties.
Before we begin, I would like to apologize for the delay of today's trial. As the crime took place in the prison, a place where justice is normally administered, and the defendant was the warden of the prison, further exasperating the situation, additional time was specially arranged to investigate and prepare for the trial. In addition, the defense attorney in charge of the case, Jill Crane, has recently passed away. Due to these circumstances, the trial was further delayed. Mr. Shields, Miss Von Karma, at this time, I'd like to give you my gratitude for taking up this responsibility on short notice.
I guess this is the last job Courtney Pye's friend left behind for us, huh? Well, Uncle Ray's more than happy to help out. Although I haven't said that, I don't have had enough time to skim through the case files. Are you okay on your end, Franny Pye?
What kind of prosecutor abandons his own case and vanishes without a trace? I won't allow any more delays in this trial while we wait for that foolish man to return. I have received the evidence just now. There should be no problem continuing the trial. You have my thanks.
Right, and I remember the reason we're seeing this now is because Lang is accusing Judge Courtney of being the killer of the president. So now we need to hear from her.
And with that, I hereby call the defendant, Patricia Rowland, to the stand.
Oh, I guess. Oh, hey, you're returned. Hello, Roland.
Now then, will the prosecution please give us their opening statement? Very well, Your Honor. The defendant... Please wait, Your Honor. What is it? Well, there's something I'd like you to fill me in on. Just what exactly am I doing in a place like this? Then perhaps you would do well to listen to the opening statement. So if I listen to it, I'll get it, Okay then, let's hear it. That was the plan from the start. Now, if you were to kindly shut up and listen. The incident occurred in the detention center, and the prison warden Rowland is in charge of. The victim is Horace Knightley, who was being held in the detention center. The prosecution is certain that this woman here is the culprit. This knife, the murder weapon, is decisive Huh? Miss Von Karma, is something wrong? That's impossible. The evidence is...
Don't tell me it's missing. What's wrong with the evidence, Franny Pye?
The evidence? The knife's gone. The chisel with Dogan's spell attached to it is missing too.
What? That's bad. That's bad.
Order. Prosecutor Von Karma, what is the meaning of this? I don't understand it either, Your Honor. If there's no evidence, then I suppose there's not much reason for me to be here.
You son of a... You hid the evidence, didn't you?
Some prosecutor can't even hold on to one little piece of evidence. What a dunce. I only recently received everything that the previous prosecutor had.
It appears the culprit is that pampered prosecutor, the boy Blunder. Hey, Gornipa.
What is it?
Your Honor, considering our predicaments, what say we postpone the trial until later?
Overruled!
Huh?
Why? The defense's proposal is overruled.
Huh? Gornipa.
I know, right? It'd be troubling for me if this trial were to be delayed any further. I just want everyone to know that I'm innocent as soon as possible.
Objection!
This is...
Innocent! I've had more than enough of your foolish...
Huh?
And besides, you don't have any evidence, right? I recall certain saying, in court, evidence is everything. Wasn't it? Since there's no evidence, that won't make me innocent. Isn't that right, Your Honor?
That is correct.
What?
This is bull!
The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Rowland...
Objection!
Oh, Joe, this is Gornipa. You can't just declare innocent all of a sudden.
Is something the matter? For the defense, and subject to a not guilty verdict.
Well, I mean, even you must know that the warden over there is guilty, right? You were with us there when we found the murder weapon.
Mr. Shields, a judge must remain impartial when handling down a verdict. That is why I cannot allow myself to get caught up in my own personal feelings. The person who was present when the murder weapon was discovered, and the judge sitting before you now, are two completely different people.
You're kidding, right?
I can only hand down a verdict based upon the evidence that was presented.
Objection!
There's evidence! It's just, well, it's not here right now, but a few minutes, that's all I need. I'll find the evidence and return to court without fail. The prosecution requests a brief recess, Your Honor.
The defense would also like a brief recess, Your Honor. Cornipa, please.
I understand. I shall grant you your request. Well, Justine, darling, aren't you wishy-washy today? This court will now adjourn for a 15-minute recess, during which the prosecution and the defense shall prepare for the resumption of the trial. Understood, Your Honor.
Phew. That was a close one.
Court is now adjourned.
Well, this is great. Patricia's not even gonna get in trouble at this rate. April 6th, 11:38 a.m., District Court, 3rd floor, lobby.
Didn't we find it together? The evidence!
Yes, we certainly did. Huh?
What's the matter, Detective?
It looks like the metal detector's reacting to this alligator.
Really? Why?
Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this.
The chisel.
Wasn't that just the fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth. And the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. The real murder weapon is in the pawn inside the alligator.
I wonder if it was stolen by someone.
Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it's you two! Regina, Simon! Miss Barry and Mr. Keyes, did you come to attend the trial?
I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So, where is it?
The trial for the case I got caught up in was supposed to have already started, but our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and the knife. The trial's in recess now. It's sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Looks like Simon's going to get arrested again.
No, don't do this. No, wait. I can't.
I guess Simon is his usual noisy self.
Huh?
Huh?
Think that I would be humiliated. Oh, is it Francis?
To think that I would be humiliated like this!
It sounds like someone's getting whipped. And here comes another noisy individual.
Sir, help me. Ah, never mind, it's you. Now, Franny Pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away? What do you say?
That foolish prosecutor. When I get my hands on him, my whip is going to give him the thrashing of a lifetime.
Help me, Edgeworth! Miles, why don't you try talking to her? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. Don't kill me, please. Hello? Isn't there anything we can do?
Well, actually, I just got a great idea. If we put on an animal show inside the courtroom, everyone would be caught up in it. And then, maybe they'd have to delay the trial another day.
No. If we did something like that, I'd get arrested for sure.
Nah, you'll be fine. The court's not so cold as to arrest someone for showing everyone a good time. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would prefer if you didn't flagrantly encourage such criminal behavior. Are we just gonna see, like, everyone that we've seen throughout the game?
The court has so much fun. There's even a wild animal tamer here.
A wild animal tamer?
Her showsmanship could use some work. But that lady really knows how to handle a whip.
Although, in her case, her whip is used to tame humans. Have fun with that information.
Yeah, what's up?
Notice anything?
I can't believe the evidence went missing. We really did find the murder weapon that night, right?
Yes, it was in the alligator's mouth.
I wonder if someone took it with them.
We cannot deny that possibility.
Let's ask everyone involved with the case. We might find out something.
Indeed. Let's do just that. The trial.
Don't you think today's trial felt kind of strange?
Yeah! Patricia knew beforehand that the evidence was going to be missing, it seemed like. Like, she wasn't worried at all. I would have expected her to, like, be panicking when going in, but she seemed completely calm, as if she expected the knife to be missing. So, why is it that the evidence against Patricia has gone missing?
The defendant, Miss Rowland, was awfully relaxed.
Indeed. It was as if she already knew the evidence had gone missing. But how could she have gotten rid of it? I mean, she shouldn't have been able to even get to the evidence, right?
Miss Courtney seemed different from usual, too.
You think? There may be something at work behind the scenes during today's trial. You want your badge back?
Eureka! Seeing this badge just gave me a great idea. As a token of appreciation...
Wait, I already remember.
I'm gonna make you a eraser face. Face of your eraser. Eraser of your face.
Could you just not... This badge has quickly gone from awesome to awful. Poor me. Poor me. Alright. You there. During the recess, no one may enter the courtroom.
Really? No one can get in?
Like I said, during the recess, no one may enter the courtroom.
If no one can go in, no one can resume the trial. Well, and we'll be stuck in recess forever.
You're right. We're all doomed.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you like how I pointed out that contradiction just now?
I don't think you'll gain any useful information by pressing the bailiff. I'm leaving. During the never mind. During the recess, no one may enter. Bro, it counts as different dialogue because it's not the officer. Help! I'm stuck in a loop! Help me! Free me! It's an old whole leather sofa.
Yeah, the leather's full of holes.
Indeed, it's a whole leather sofa after all. I feel like there was a contradiction somewhere in this conversation. Thank you, Edgeworth.
It's a model of the courthouse. It's really well made.
There's something written on the information panel. Press the button to activate robot transformation sequence. Reservation required to view the transformation show. Please inquire at front desk. This small courthouse transforms into a robot?
Mr. Edgeworth,
She's unusually quiet. I thought she'd make a fuss about wanting to see it.
if the mall can transform, does that mean that this courthouse can also...
Okay, I assure you that's not possible. But perhaps there is more to this courthouse than meets the eye. You want water? There's a notice posted in front of the water fountain. Step on the pedal to enjoy amazingly delicious water. However, once it starts flowing, it will never stop again, so please be prepared. So, this fountain is basically out of service.
Alright, let's do this. Are you prepared?
Calm yourself, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, where do you think you're going?
No, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just examining the door.
Ah, I see. It's the #1 rule of a great thief. Ensure your escape route. Good thing. If you want to become the Yagaros's assistant, all you gotta do is ask. Since it's you, I'll let you skip the written exam and skills test. I'll hire you on the spot.
That's quite alright. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I wish not to be part of your crusade, please.
Compendium of Laws for Beginners, huh? I wonder if I could even read them. Ah, but it looks like Volume 1 is currently out on loan. I'd better wait and start with the first volume. Otherwise, the story won't make any sense.
Okay, I hate to ruin it for you, but law books don't have any story to them.
That's boring and lame, though.
I didn't make the damn rules.
Mr. Edgeworth, where do you think you're going?
I'm examining doors, I just told you. I like examining doors. Hello, Ray. Help me! Help, she won't stop whipping me with Miles! Okay, looks like you've gotten your memories back.
Yeah, I'm all better now.
Uncle Ray was really worried, you know? Though that other kid was also pretty cute. Well then, now that you've recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake?
Nope. I need to focus on the trial right now.
Yeah, things aren't looking good. Hello. Look at the badge. That's a lovely badge. You like it? I'm sure it would also look great on you, Miles. This is Kay's treasure. I couldn't possibly wear it. I see. Rightio then. I guess then there's no other choice. At this rate, the only thing left for you to wear is a defense attorney's badge.
I fell right into his trap!
Look at these footprints. This, huh? This evidence holds the so-called key to the case, right? It's possible. Yep, then hold on to it closely. Hurry, put it away. He doesn't think much of it about this. What about Lada? What about the Mozilla doll? Ah, it's a cute toy, Edgeworth. I didn't know you liked plushies. I do not like plushies. Besides, figures are cooler anyway. Figures, you say? Hey, I got a bunch of Steel Samurai stuff up back up. What'd you say? The Grand Tower. Getting Kay involved in an incident like that is inexcusable. Well, I guess the only good news is that my sweet little Kay got her memory back.
My memory? I'm sorry. Somehow, I don't remember your name.
What? Kay, you sound serious. Don't tell me you've really forgotten Uncle Ray. Oh, how could you? Well then, how about a hug to cheer me up?
Nope. Gotcha. It was just a joke, Mr. Shields. Thank you so much for everything you did for me when I lost my memories.
Phew. Jeez, give me a break. Well then, how about a hug of relief?
Nope.
These two have fallen back into their old routine. What about the president being dead? I don't really care about the Zingbar president. That's not my case, that's yours. Leave me alone. You wanna go see a monster movie? I'm good. Alright, the trial. At any rate, we'll have to search for the evidence. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle Ray's in a pickle. If only there's someone who could find the evidence for us. That look of expectation on your face says it all. Edgeworth Law says, Miles, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Do you finally feel like following in your father's footsteps? I simply left it in someone else's care. I wasn't stripped of my badge. That is true. At this point, Miles isn't technically, like, disbarred from being a prosecutor. He's simply just not a prosecutor right now. He's just given his badge etched to someone else at the moment. But it doesn't mean he was disbarred. It just means he's choosing not to be one right now. But it seems like at any point he could just grab it and go back to what he was doing. Furthermore, right now, I am unable to follow in my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush your decision. Take all the time you need to determine the path you want to follow. In any case, the door is always open for you at the Edgeworth Law offices. So she is. I really like Ray. I hope in future Ace Attorney games we can see more of these characters. I just think they're all really cool. Anyways, Francisca. So...
Oh? If it isn't former prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Francisca. Those who have abandoned the path of a prosecutor do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Go figure out what you want to do with your life.
You want to look at the Yagarasu badge?
It's not supposed to be a replacement for your prosecutor's badge. It certainly suits you, Miles Edgeworth. Hold it! This badge suits me way more than it does Mr. Edgeworth.
When did this become a competition? Do you know the president's dead?
This is Zhengfa's...
Yes, the president of Zhengfa, Dijun Huang. We discovered his body just recently.
What are you saying? There must be some kind of mistake.
No, I confirmed it with my own eyes. There was no mistake.
Then this incident could have something to do with my trial.
No, it has nothing of the sort. We just came here to speak with Judge Courtney.
Miles Edgeworth, are you trying to distract me by showing me evidence as unrelated to this trial? I will kill you!
Okay, maybe that was my fault. My apologies. It seemed I shouldn't have shown it to you.
Shouldn't have shown it to me? Are you trying to conceal the incident from me? There is no right answer for you. Whip!
Just what do you want from me? Help! Help!
Hey, Faraday. Have you had any more problems with your memory since your recovery? Nope, I remember everything perfectly now, including how I secretly wanted to steal a closer look at your whipping technique. Interesting. If you want to see it that badly, I'll show it to you.
No, 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 help, help! Why me?
Ah, so close. I felt like I was almost about to see through it. One more time, Miss Foreign Karma. Show it to me one more time. Breathe, please. Very well. Since you asked so politely.
Could you two please stop this at once? Pretty please? Help! Help! Still, what are you going to do, Francisca? The recess is only 15 minutes.
Oh, you're always so calm and collected. Like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. It makes me sick.
I should probably stay classy and avoid a confrontation with her for now. Knightley's murder. Francisca, I never expected you to end up taking over the prosecution for this case.
The bodyguard of the president of Zhengfa, Horst Knightley, was murdered. The defendant is the former warden of the prison, Patricia Rowland. The knife she used as the murder weapon had been prepared as evidence.
However, the murder weapon has disappeared without a trace.
Not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court.
Could you not whip me?
The next time I see that foolish fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him.
I don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders. If only there was someone who could go search for the evidence for us. All right, I get it, Ray. You don't have to point it any further. Very well, I'll go look for them. Oh, Miles, you do that for us? Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. Well, if worst comes to worst, Uncle Ray and Franny Pie will help us stall for time.
I never agreed to this.
Until you recover the evidence, we won't let her hand down a verdict. Please do so. Francisca, are you okay with this?
You're asking me, Francisca von Karma, to help you out? You'd do better off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman for the local news.
Miss Von Karma, this is an emergency. We could really use your cooperation.
I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with that attorney over there, will continue this trial. Meanwhile, you and that former prosecutor shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly. I'm glad that you're on board.
I'll help too. I'll too, because I really don't want to get arrested again.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
Sounds like fun. Regina wants to tag along too.
Alright, that would be helpful. Now then, where should we begin?
I think we should go find that person and hear what they have to say.
Who should we talk to in order to learn where the evidence went? I mean... Wait, who is it? I mean, I assume you're talking about Sebastian, right? Because he's the guy who's supposed to be the prosecutor right now, right? Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian de Best.
Oh, you mean that rookie prosecutor, right? I got it.
I'll leave him to you. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Just a
Miles Edgeworth, you better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here.
Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Brandy Pie, wait for me! Now then, let's go help look for Sebastian as well.
Okay.
Oh! Hi!
Ah!
Judge Courtney.
If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. If all is not well, just what was going on in that trial earlier?
Kate, there's no need for that.
But even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you...
In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict. So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney was seeing? Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such. Even as a judge, she's still this stubborn. Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower.
The roof, you say?
You met with the president up there, correct? The 2 of you were caught on the security camera.
Is there some sort of problem with that?
Today, the president's body was discovered very close to the Grand Tower.
That's...
You understand now, don't you? You're suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof?
Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone.
Indeed. That was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about?
That... I cannot say.
I see. However, I cannot afford to let up just yet. That being the case... I guess my only remaining option is to use that. She's definitely hiding something. And I'm going to draw it out of her. Is it logic chess time? It is logic chess! Alright, Courtney. Game on. Let's see. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with the president in Huang. 4 pieces.
It is true that I spoke with President Huang on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discuss business. There's no need to tell you what was said. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it would be better for me to wait and see what develops. So, when speaking as a judge, like, being impartial, well, that's when I let up. But, whenever she starts putting her own feelings into it, stops being the judge, that's when I got pushed forward. That's what it sounds like. Got it. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the president. Logic chess, begin! What did you and the president talk about? Could you tell me what you and the president talked about? My meeting with the president, it was strictly business. And since it has nothing to do with you, I'm not obligated to answer your question. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate your understanding. Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well. You can assist with the investigations. I'm simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Was your meeting with the president also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Yes, of course it was. I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. Didn't you help me out this morning, though? This morning, you returned Kay's promise notebook to me. I don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. Bang. It's true. It seems I still retain some immature qualities. I wouldn't call it immature. It was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out that the president had passed away? Yes, it is very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Muzilla. Excuse me. You see, Muzilla is... Is that true? You mean the president died at the temporary Muzilla film lot? Yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Muzilla. Huh, wonder why she knows. Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. She said she wouldn't talk about the president. However, I might be able to get her to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. Well, alright. She's flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Where is prosecutor? Francisco may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. I intend to carry out a fair trial. If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared not guilty. Okay, that's fair. Fair enough. I am a judge. I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way. So, you're saying that you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course, I am. I am worried about Sebastian as well, but... Are you worried about anyone else? You're worried about Sebastian as well. Aha! As well, so that means there's someone else you're worried about, huh? Wouldn't that mean that there's someone else you're worried about? Bingo! By any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior? That's impossible. I am a follower of the law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings. It may be true that those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we are not superheroes. You and I are only human. It is impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. Bang. It's as you say. As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? Just what am I supposed to do? Is that the first time she's made that expression? I don't think I've ever seen her that panicked. That's worrying, for Judge Courtney to become this distraught. I should find out exactly who she is searching for. So who could be so important to her that she gets that scared? Because again, I think that's the first time
she's appeared that, like, shocked. Well, let's figure it out. Up until now, she has been wearing the mask of a judge. This time, I should be able to draw out her true feelings. Are you searching for Prosecutor Best? Is the person you're searching for Sebastian, by any chance?
When Sebastian learned of his father's true colors, he went into hiding of his own free will. I'm worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own.
Okay.
Since he went into hiding of his own accord, he could return whenever he wanted to.
Could it be the person you're searching for is unable to return under their own power?
In regards to that, my lips are sealed, and I'm unable to talk about it right now. When I think about what might happen to that child if I talked.
Child? Wait, do you have a kid? Who's a child? That child? Could you tell me who you are referring to? Do you have a kid?
It's nothing. Please, pay it no mind.
Judge Courtney's expression has changed. It seems I've managed to uncover a clue. Alright. Who are you searching for? Judge Courtney, tell me who you are searching for. She must be searching for a child.
My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now.
Let me try using that clue. Could it be the missing child? Could it be you're searching for that child who has gone missing? Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of a young age, correct?
I simply cannot answer any questions about him. That boy has nothing to do with you, or the president's assassination.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Really? Are you searching for Mozilla? Are you searching for the mighty Mozilla?
I don't have the time to play along with your jokes right now.
It's not a joke. Just a moment ago, you were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Mozilla, correct?
I was simply surprised by the president's cause of death. To think that he passed away at the temporary film lot, of all places.
What's wrong with where he died? From the way you're talking, it seems you have a problem with where he died.
That's not true. It's just... for the president to have passed away at a film lot, a place where dreams are made. I just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew remained unaware of the truth.
The cast and crew? A staff member found the body, though. I'm very sorry to say this. However, the movie's cast and crew are already aware of the president's death. I encountered a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene.
No! How could it have come to this?
She seems to react strongly when it comes to the staff. Wait! He said him, she said him, that child, right? Wait, are you talking about John? You said a child, and then you said he was a boy, and the only child's crew member that we know of is John. This could be a useful clue. Is John your kid? If so, then why does he got a different name? And are you saying that John is, like, unable to get help? Like, is he in trouble? Let me try using that clue. Earlier, when Mozilla was brought up and seemed to be a sensitive topic for you, is that child you spoke of involved with the Mozilla movie? Bang.
How do you know that?
You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please, tell me, who is that child?
I understand. If you come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. The child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh.
Is John Marsh your kid? John? Why do you want to know his whereabouts?
Well, that much I simply cannot say.
Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I am determined to expose the truth. That is my resolve. Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason. Are you acquainted with them? Are you acquainted with John, by any chance?
Yes, a famous movie star. I doubt there's anyone who doesn't know who he is.
I actually hadn't heard of him until I met with him today.
That proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him.
Oh.
My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure.
You tend to lose your calm whenever this conversation turns to John, don't you?
In any case, while I may know everything about John, it is a one-side relationship.
I don't have enough clue. Okay.
I think she's his mother.
For some reason they have different different last names, but the way she's acting leads me to believe that John might be her kid. Are you a fan of his? Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh?
Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who's been called a prodigy.
Okay. Hang on.
I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower. So the temporary film lot had been on my mind.
I see. I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film lot?
Yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet...
Did you hear that from him? It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give his schedule to a mere fan.
That's true, isn't it? Please, don't pay any mind to that statement.
She made another slip of tongue. She must be really worried about John. So, she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. Let's try it. Where is he right now? Actually, we are searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be?
Why would you think I would know where he is? John and I, there's no connection between us.
I don't have enough clues. Okay. Let me take a drink of water before we continue. Maybe I should try another line. Alright, let's try the top line again. He's a famous movie star. Proves you have much to learn. Wait and see. Let me try using that clue. You've spoken with John before, though. I understand you're worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove that you are indeed acquainted with him?
How could I commit such an indiscretion?
It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue. Where is he right now? Let me try using that clue. You two must be acquainted. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances. Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him?
Oh, no, that won't be allowed.
Who won't allow it? The so-called guards of law.
The person who knows where that child is.
A kidnapper, you mean? Yep. That kid's been kidnapped, hasn't he? I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John, it was because someone kidnapped him. Isn't that right? Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips.
I understand. This time, I will truly be prepared for the worst. It's just as you deduced. Someone has kidnapped John.
As I thought. There was a kidnapping. Still, how is John's kidnapping related to you in any way?
John and I are mother and child.
What? I was unable to learn much about the conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate. Whew. So John's suddenly been kidnapped, and John is Judge Courtney's kid.
What? John is Miss Courtney's son? No way. I mean, he's already so big for him to be your...
Yes, John is indeed my son. Please, look at this.
Huh? Aww. This is a clipping from a magazine.
It's an article about John. Do you always carry this around with you?
Yes, I always keep it close by. It's like a charm to me.
It seems the bond that they share is a strong one. However, are you absolutely certain that he's been kidnapped?
Yes, I received a call from the kidnapper just before the trial started.
What were their demands?
They had only one demand, a not guilty verdict for Patricia Rowland.
I see. So that's what happened. So that's why Patricia seemed so confident. She knew that she had an ace up her sleeve in the fact that the judge couldn't give out a not guilty verdict. Because I assume they're threatening to take away or kill her son, probably.
Since there's no evidence that would make me innocent... isn't that right, Your Honor?
That's correct. The prosecution has not produced sufficient evidence to prove the defendant guilty. As such, I hereby find the defendant, Patricia Rowland.
So, that's why you were going to deliver a not guilty verdict earlier?
I am not qualified to be a judge.
That's not true. You helped us out plenty in the last case. And you're clearly only doing this because your kid's in danger. Any parent would do that, I would imagine, aside for some of the other fathers we've met so far in this game. But the point is, any half-decent parent would do anything for their kid. Judge or not.
A judge must be able to remain impartial and composed above all else. And yet, despite this, in the trial just now, I was about to hand down a verdict that was led solely by my heart.
Judge Courtney.
The gods of law must be furious with me. But I simply couldn't do it. I couldn't hand down a fair verdict if it meant I had to sacrifice my own son.
Of course you can't.
Kate.
A real parent would never abandon their own child. That makes the gods of law angry. To me, the gods is the one who's wrong. Goss is guilty. Guilty! Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. To declare God is guilty. We're responsible for upholding the law, but at the same time, we are only human. Nobody would hand down a verdict that would sacrifice their own child.
Thank you very much, Miss Faraday, Prosecutor Edgeworth. However, I cannot simply run away from the courtroom.
Judge Courtney! So this is where you've been?
It appears it's time.
Miss Courtney! My father, he was a prosecutor.
Your father?
Yes, he stood in court, just like you. And now, with all that's happened, it got me thinking. What if my father had been in the same position as you are now?
If a prosecutor is being coerced into obtaining a guilty verdict.
I know. If my life were on the line, my father would definitely come to steal me back.
Steal you?
Back? Miss Courtney, why don't you let us take care of it?
What?
I'm gonna go steal John back for you. At the second Yagarasu, I, Kate Faraday, give you my word.
So, the great thief Yagarasu plans to steal the truth, huh? Alright, fair enough. Great thief Yagarasu, your first objective is to go steal the child, I guess. child back for the mother. What say you, Judge Courtney? Will you place your trust in our young great thief?
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
And, if it's alright with you, I wish to help as well.
Thank you very much. I know it's not really my place to ask this of you. But please, do whatever you can. Please save John. You got it. Just leave everything to us. Allow me to leave my cell phone with you. You may get a call from the kidnapper at some point.
You have my word. I will ensure the safe return of your phone along with your son.
And I will do everything in my power to prolong the trial. Even then, at most the trial can only last for about 2 more hours.
2 hours, huh? So, until 2 p.m. That's our time frame.
I must return to the court. Miss Faraday, Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall leave the rest to you.
Just hang in there, Judge. Alright. Okay, I thought you were taking a break from being the great thief.
As of right now, the great thief Yagarasu is back in business. Alright, time to put on the gloves and hit the pavement. It's my first request after all.
Is that so? In that case, we better begin our investigation post haste. We hope to track down John.
Where did he run off to?
He might have just gone back home.
That's right. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to get any filming done today.
We may have run away.
We should probably begin with our investigation from the front of the Grand Tower.
Hey, hold it, Mr. Edgeworth. You're not the one in charge anymore. From here on out, this is a job for a great thief, which means I'm the leader now.
If that's the case, then what am I supposed to do?
Mr. Edgeworth, you get to be the first ever great thief's assistant.
So, I'm a thief's assistant now. Oh, Phoenix would laugh his ass off at me right now.
Alright, let's get going. The great thief Yagarasu takes flight once again.
Alright, let's go. Thank God Phoenix is not here to make fun of me. April 6th, 12:10 p.m., outside Grand Tower, Tower Plaza. Alright, we're back.
Here we are, the scene of the crime. Let's get to work. Now, say it with me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Say what?
Even in the deep depths of night. Come on, say the rest with me. Just why should I do that? Because the great thief Yagarasu arrived on the scene. If you don't say the introduction, it just doesn't feel right.
I have no intention of becoming a thief.
Fine then. I'll do it by myself. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yagarasu.
Yes, Kay, I know you are. I, on the other hand, am starting to the investigation.
You're no fun.
We don't have time for fun. We only have until 2 o'clock. We need to begin making inquiries immediately.
I think we have a photo so we can go right ahead and start asking around.
Outside Grand Tower Plaza. Alright, great thief Yagarasu. Sorry, taking a drink.
Yeah, what's up?
You notice anything?
I think that Miss Courtney is actually a kind doting mother to her son. You never would have guessed it from how she normally acts.
Indeed, in order to fulfill her role as a judge, she had to conceal her true feelings behind that facade.
Although John is a bit of a brat, I can't bear to see Miss Courtney looking so sad. We definitely have to steal John back for Miss Courtney's sake.
You can just say rescue and not steal.
That's boring.
You think that John had been kidnapped and was being held hostage all this time?
That explains why we weren't able to find him anywhere.
The last time we saw him was at the film set. We should start by gathering information over there.
The kidnappers may have left some clues behind. Let's examine everything, even if it seems totally unrelated.
For once, I agree with you. I saw a person down here. Do I recognize you? What? You look familiar.
It's you!
What? Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone from the freaking Steel Samurai case of the first game here?
Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth.
This is Will Powers. Yeah, it's Powers. I don't even remember what voice I gave you. It's been so long. He's an action star I met in a previous case. He also played the role of the Steel Samurai, boy of Neo Old Tokyo. He is my hero. It's been a long time.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Cape Verde, a great thief. Some stuff has happened, so now Mr. Edgeworth is my assistant.
Nice to meet you, but, thief? Mr. Edgeworth is your assistant?
Please pay it no heed. More importantly, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be much help, though.
He's an actor who's been working with John. It may be a bit sudden, but let's hear what he has to say. It has been a long time, Will.
What's this supposed to be? I might be able to help you if it has something to do with the acting or stunts, but...
I appreciate that. However, this has nothing to do with acting or stunts.
Is that so? That's too bad.
He seems disappointed. Why are you so angry?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to be? A dead body.
What?
You know this kid?
What can I say? It gives you a good sense of the film lot, doesn't it? The entire cast and crew are all pumped up for this work, even more than usual. Despite all the hardships, we're never without a smile. It's a real nice atmosphere. And now, this happened.
Although there's nothing I can do about the interruption of the filming, if I solve this case, they might be able to resume filming. In that case, there's only one thing for us to do. Look at Muzilla.
So Muzilla's head is broken and giant footprints were left at the set.
That's the thing, though. Sure, we can conclude that the Muzilla head probably killed the president by dropping on him. That doesn't explain the footprints. Unless you want me to believe that somehow one single head dropping once caused 3 footprints in different locations. In which case, no.
Actually, quite a lot of money was spent on production costs. You could say that the fate of Global Studios rests entirely on the film's success. I'm sorry for talking about such things when someone has just died.
No, there's no need to worry. It is an undeniable fact that the film has been severely damaged.
Global Studios also makes it the Steel Samurai, right?
That means I cannot let this film die.
Mr. Edgeworth, this is bad. If we don't resolve this case quickly, the Steel Samurai might be also gone for good.
I never thought I'd be under so much pressure. No! Not my hero! That's what's gonna get Edward to solve the case. The fact the Steel Samurai might go out of business. No! I can't let this happen!
I heard that you were handling the investigation for this case, but... I didn't realize you were a thief.
I'm not a thief! MK, stop calling me one!
But you're my assistant.
Shut up! It's causing so many impossible to answer contradictions. Well, that's... I'm not the prosecutor in charge, though.
But if you're the assistant, then does this mean that Kay's in charge?
No, this is just a simple...
You've got a good eye on you. You're completely right.
She just jumped at the chance.
Since I'm in charge here, I'd like you to answer a few questions post-haste. And please, be frank. Did anything happen to catch your eye? Ergo, didn't you notice anything?
Who is she trying to imitate?
Be frank, huh? Well, I feel sorry for the victim, but... I can't help but worry about what will happen with the filming from now on.
No, that's only natural. Still, I would think that the filming would be difficult now.
I knew it. This is bad. We can only use this location for a little while longer, too.
Is the filming almost complete, then?
No, but construction will begin here soon, so we won't be able to film here anymore. We're only using this vacant lawn until the construction begins.
So, the rest of the movie will be filmed at Global Studios.
Things aren't looking good. There's even some people spreading bad rumors.
Bad rumors?
Lately, a journalist has been coming by repeatedly saying, "This film's been lots behind a real monster, I reckon.
Ah, great, Lotta.
There ain't no use hiding it," and stuff like that.
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about.
Yes, it was that photographer from before.
You're not actually hiding a real monster, are you?
No, of course not. If there really was one, I'd be out of a job.
Oh, right. I remember that the big problem Will Powers had a lot of the time was that everyone kept getting scared of him. Poor man. Poor man's.
He's just a big huggable teddy bear.
It seems they're putting a lot of work into this movie.
That's because this is our first attempt at making a sequel to an old classic. Global Studios is pouring their heart and soul into this one.
I wish they'd put that much effort into making a new Steel Samurai series. What role are you playing this time, Mr. Bowers?
I'm playing the Mighty Muzilla.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Wow, you're the main character.
Well, much obliged. I'm wearing a full-body costume again, so my face won't be seen this time either.
I see, that costume sure is cool though. I want to try wearing it too. I know, how about next time you let me get in the costume? Maybe just the horn part.
That's not really possible. You can't get inside the horns.
Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm not in the Screen Actors Guild after all.
I don't think that's what he means. John Marsh, do you know about John? I would like to ask you some questions about John.
Oh, John. I heard about from the girl on staff. How he suddenly vanished from right in front of you guys. That's just like him.
Does he do that a lot?
I'd say so. During filming breaks, if you even took your eyes off him for a moment, he'd be gone.
Do you have any ideas to where he might have gone?
I don't know, but I ran into him as he was leaving the film lot.
Wait, what?
What? Really? Where did John go?
I saw him get in the trailer, but when I was checking the equipment, he was gone again.
The trailer? Huh. There might still be some traces of him left behind. Mr. Powers, could you show us the trailer?
Sure thing. It's a bit of a mess right now, though.
Let's take him up on his offer and examine the inside of the trailer. Yeah, let's take a look inside. In here? About John's seat.
It's over there, where that backpack is sitting.
Something's sticking out of the bag. This is a tape. A tape?
Huh? It's a tape for filming. Why does John have one?
Did you film something? This might be a clue. Is there any way to check its contents?
We have a monitor to look over the footage that was filmed. We can use that. Now then, let's see what's on the tape.
Let's see. What? It looks like when John was practicing. Huh. Strange.
Al was practicing by himself.
Ah, the monster's footprint can be seen as well. So this must have been re-recorded last night. Why would he record that?
He does that sometimes. When he's not happy with his performance, he'll sneak onto the set to practice by himself.
Wow, he really is hardworking.
He sure is. Although he's young, he's a real pro. He never rests until he's satisfied. Then again, I can't say that I approve of him using the equipment without asking.
John is able to operate the equipment all by himself.
More or less, if it's just basic filming.
Huh?
What's wrong? What's up? Why isn't John on the screen anymore? Huh, that's weird.
I think he ran off somewhere just a few seconds before this.
Did he go somewhere while the camera was still recording? The tape ends here. It looks like this was all that was recorded.
No one else was on camera except for John.
Strange. Wonder what that's all about. Well... I don't think we got anything else to ask you. What's this? It appears to be a map of the area around the Grand Tower. Let's take a look. This is the Grand Tower. It's where we are right now.
It's a nice building, but I can't say that I'm a fan.
I can't blame her. It wouldn't be strange if she never wanted to set foot in the tower again.
But Mr. Edgeworth, once we discover the truth and completely solve this case, can we come here again? Just to sightsee? And can we bring Gummy along with us too?
Never letting the past hold you back. And always looking forward. That's just like you. Unfortunately, okay, we aren't quite finished here yet. There's still much left to solve. It's too early to be making plans for the future.
I guess so. Well then, let's hurry up and solve it.
The Sunshine Coliseum, it's a place where all sorts of special events are held.
I've always wanted to go to the World Thieves Expo, but it was cancelled this year. I've heard that it's a huge event where all the greatest thieves from around the world gather. But last year, everyone who went got arrested. Turns out it was just a trap set by the police to catch the thieves.
And even knowing that, you still want to go? Dawn Waste Center. It seems the harbor and the waste center are quite close to each other.
Maybe that's where they dispose of all the garbage that comes floating in from the ocean?
Perhaps they do, but I'm sure they also deal with other types of waste as well.
Other types of waste? Ah, you don't mean shells and fish bones, do you? You can't just throw away the fish and shells you catch from the sea like garbage. You gotta recycle them, make them into jewelry and stuff.
Kay, let's talk about this matter some other time. Poor Kay. Dusk Waste Management.
Dusk Waste Management. Do they help you manage your wasteful spending?
No, this is where the garbage trucks bring all the combustible waste they've collected. By the way, Kay, why are you so fidgety?
It's nothing. More importantly, there's another waste center on the top right corner of the map.
Since they're separate facilities, they probably handle different kinds of waste. Although, there does seem to be a lot of waste management facilities around here.
Oh, I think I know why. I bet they're always collecting garbage from dusk till dawn.
Were you so fidgety because you were waiting for a chance to say that? Rising Sun Park.
I never really cared much for that sort of thing. I heard that ultraviolet rays from the sun can cause burn marks on your skin.
Okay, what in the world are you talking about?
Come on, I'm talking about the Rising Sun Park, of course.
I light of asking that sentiment while I watch the sunrise in the park. Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Hello there, sir. If I can talk to you.
Thank you for your hard work, Prosecutor Edward.
I'm not a prosecutor at the moment, but I'll keep quiet about this for now. Thank you. What are you doing here?
Sir, I'm on guard duty.
Then, could you tell me about the cars that have passed through here today?
The only ones that came through here were that taxi and the blue truck.
So, 2 different vehicles came through this place. This is valuable information. Only a taxi and a blue truck. Got it. You there.
Hey, buddy, what's wrong? Your face looks so serious.
Have you picked up any passengers yet today?
Oh, I sure did. But it was only one group.
What did they look like?
It was a pair of men. They were both wearing black.
Did you happen to see a small boy with them?
Here's a picture of them. Him.
Nope, it was just the 2 guys.
I understand. Thank you for your cooperation. I was hoping he would have had some more information for us. But I guess not. They didn't appear to have a child with them. Alright. What's this?
Hey, John! Guess he's not here. This basket looks pretty suspicious to me, but...
It certainly does.
Huh? What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The truck's body is cold to the touch. It seems to have been parked here for some time. Huh. Weird.
You can figure all that out just by touching it?
Considering the length of time it's been parked here, the driver must not be nearby. I suppose we won't be able to ask them any questions until they return. The driver wasn't inside. Curious. Alright, let's take a look at the logic. So, if I combine these two, maybe I get something? I doubt it, though. Yeah, I thought so. Do 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 do. Pieces of film equipment have been placed here. Are you filming today?
No, we had to stop filming for today. Since the box has disappeared.
A box? What's he talking about?
Yeah, there was some equipment in that box. I take my eyes off for a few seconds and look what happens.
So, there's a thief among us?
Exactly what was stolen? Also, shut up, Kay.
What'd I say?
Shut up.
Nothing much, actually. Just the box is missing.
Went missing from the trailer. Only the box itself was missing. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why would someone steal a box? Personally, I would have taken the stuff inside.
They probably wanted the box more than whatever was inside it. Did they plan to put something inside the box? I think I have an idea. They probably put John inside the box. It's already 12:30.
I wonder how Miss Courtney and the others are holding up.
How long will they be able to prolong the trial?
We gotta hurry and find John.
Indeed. Oh no.
Oh, heck no. That ain't how it's done.
Oh god, it's double trouble!
Yeah, guys, you ain't gonna catch a scoop like that.
Now we got both of them here.
Sorry, Chief. What am I always telling you? We're beasts, scooping animals. It's a scoop or starve. Or, no, scoop or starve. No story, no glory. You gotta get fired up. Yes, sir. I suspected my mentor.
They're here. It's those noisy reporters.
Hey, they came here too. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go talk to them.
Good grief. If we must. Nicole, it's also been a while since we've seen you, in particular. How's it going?
Thank Mr. Edgeworth. So we meet again.
Miss Swift, why are you here? You are set up as a suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit to police questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime.
For some reason, my questioning was stopped all of a sudden. After a while, they just let me out and told me I could go home scot-free. It must be some kind of message saying I need to keep on doing my best out there, I reckon. Well, they did give me a pretty stern warning not to reveal anything about the case.
In the official statement released to the public about the assassination attempt, Miss Swift was not involved. That must have been the reason why they let her go.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, attempting to silence Nicole like this? It's like trying to plug a leaky dam with your hands.
She was quick to say something so harsh.
I quickly put together the full details of everything I knew about the case. Sprinkled in some of my own dramatizations and brought the article to the publisher. But for some reason, I haven't gotten any replies yet.
Were they pressured to keep quiet, or were her dramatizations simply too much? Both are probable, so I'm not sure which is true. Collecting info. What information were you trying to collect here at the Grand Tower?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still don't get, do you? If you want to ask a reporter a question, you gotta give her something first.
Do you mean information that can be used in an article?
Bingo! Give me some info that'll make for a good article. If you ain't got something like that, I guess we won't be talking.
I also need some information about John. Let's show that piece of evidence, and try asking her about him. Do you know about this child? Miss Swift, I'm sorry, but about this photo.
You ain't gotta say it. I know exactly what's going on.
What do you mean?
You're searching for him, ain't ya? That boy.
What?
Things are still pretty tough for you, I see. Miles Edgeworth, the man of crime. Wherever he goes, dead bodies are sure to follow. Or something like that.
That's a terrible reputation to have.
Who would have thought this time there'd be a kidnapping incident?
How do you know this?
What? How'd you know that? Shh, shh. Could you keep it down a little? This material's top secret. I ain't even told my mentor about it yet. Y'all gotta keep it secret for me. If she finds out, I'll be a goner.
Why do you know? Judge Courtney should have only told us.
I ain't telling that to anyone. Not even you, Mr. Prosecutor.
It seems this reporter still hasn't learned her lesson. Do I need to logic chess fight you again?
You can give me the stink eye all you want. I still ain't telling you. Do you know something about it? Truth is, I done saw it myself. A boy being taken away by a couple of men in black.
Well, damn it! Nicole witnessed John being taken away by some men in black.
What? Where'd they go? That I don't know. They were too far away, so I lost sight of them. Darn it! But hey, at least we know what the criminals looks like.
Yes, a pair of men in black. I think I've actually got... Let's try out some logic now. We can combine something. The two men with the men in black. And I know how... And they probably put him in the box. We've now collected some testimony regarding the culprits. Miss Swift says she saw two men slip away with John. Furthermore, the taxi driver says he picked up two men in his taxi.
They must be the same guys.
It seems likely. However, there is still a problem. According to the taxi driver, the two men were alone. John wasn't with them. That can be answered easily.
Yeah, you're right. This is a problem.
John wasn't with them. That might not be an issue, though. But did they have a box with them? What if the kidnappers stole the box?
You mean they...
Exactly. They took it in order to carry John inside it.
John's a tiny kid after all. Then the reason the taxi driver didn't see John was because...
It's likely he was put in the trunk as the kidnappers' luggage.
But why'd they need to go through all the trouble of hiding him?
At first, the kidnappers must have intended to abduct him without being seen. However, they didn't anticipate all the policemen in the plaza.
Ah, I see. If they tried to just walk away with him, they would have been spotted.
Just the mere presence of the policemen would have been a sizable threat.
I get it. In that case, we gotta ask the taxi driver.
Did the two men you told us about earlier have any luggage with them?
Yeah, they stuffed a huge box in the trunk.
Then that's that. Those guys must be the kidnappers.
Do you remember where you took those men?
Sounds to me like something serious has gone down here. And if you'd like, I could take you to the same place I took them.
Wow, you're cool, man.
Let's do it, Mr. Edgeworth.
I didn't even get the chance to talk to Lotta. Yes, thank you for your help.
No problemo. Just leave it to me.
I didn't even get to talk to Lotta. Whoops. Oh well.
Get back here and look at my flavor text!
April 6th, 12:57 p.m. Blank, 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 blank.
That taxi drove way too fast. I don't feel too good. Mr. Edgeworth, are you alright? Your face is really pale.
I'm fine. The driver said they came to this house's garage.
This must be where those two men brought the box. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, look at the nameplate on the door.
Nameplates?
What?
Blaze... Whoa! Blaze the best!
So, this is the chairman's house.
Does that mean the one who kidnapped John was Blaze the best? What? Blaze? Was Blaze trying to help out Patricia? Blaze should have already been arrested, though.
The garage door is unlocked.
You really do have a good eye for this sort of thing. Ugh. There's the box. It smells like motor oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby.
Excuse me. We're coming in. Anybody home?
Doing something like this, it's as if we're a couple of petty thieves.
Shh, be quiet. Right now, we're great thieves. Have some self-awareness.
She scolded me. Great. Nobody's here. For now, it looks like we can get through with this without being arrested.
This isn't time to be relieved. Now's the real deal begins. Let's go look for treasure.
We are looking for John, not treasure. Gosh dang it. I see gloves.
I found something good.
Gloves. That say death on them. These are mechanics What's on the gloves? It's like... Wait a minute. Huh. Strange. It almost looks the same. Why? Why does it look the same? You're not telling me that Blaze killed the president as well, are you? One crime is not enough, you gotta do another? You wear them during vehicle maintenance or when you're working with machinery.
They look really stained with motor oil.
However, they are also horribly stained with dirt. Could the gloves have gone this dirty just from maintaining the bike?
I don't really like Blaze, but these gloves are pretty cool. Do you think we could come up with some reason to take these with us?
When you say it like that, it makes it hard for me to take them as evidence. Gosh dang it. Is that dirt? Burning.
Wow, this bike is so cool! Look at that! It has a skull for a headlight.
Seems the eyes light up when you turn on the headlights.
Ooh, well, I'm sure its eyes don't glare as well as yours, Mr. Edgeworth.
My eyes don't actually emit light when I glare. Though...
Mr. Edgeworth, there are huge bags of flour here. If I had some water and a rolling pin, I could make some noodles by hand. I'll slightly undercook them so they have a nice, firm, al dente texture.
Okay, those are bags of cement mix, not flour. You're going to poison yourself. When mixed with water, it will harden. It's not something you'd want to sink your teeth into.
Oh, I guess cement noodles shouldn't be cooked al dente.
No, they shouldn't even be cooked in the first place. Shovel. There are large tools hanging on the wall, such as a sledgehammer and a shovel.
It's a lot bigger than the gavel Miss Courtney carries around. If I ever become a judge, I'd want my gavel to be this big.
Swinging such a huge gavel in court would be intolerable. Please don't.
Oh, I'll just swing the shovel that's beneath it instead.
That has no business being swung in a court or elsewhere. Please don't. For the love of God. Alright, let's take a look at the obvious. This large box. This must be it. This is probably the box that Mr. Powers said that had been stolen.
So John was stashed in this box and then transported all the way here?
Please don't talk about the people as if they are objects. However, if that's the case, there's also a possibility that John's still somewhere in this garage.
Okay, let's go look for him. Her honor as the great thief and her assistant depend on it.
Good grief. Uh-oh.
There's someone inside.
What the? Is it John? Hey, John.
John, we're coming to save you.
Huh? This is... What? Sebastian! You're... Sebastian? You okay? What the hell?
What? Why?
Why the hell did you get... What? Are you okay?
This is Blaze's house, right? That would mean...
Why would... Did Blaze have his own son tied up or something? Yes, it should also be Sebastian's house. So then, why is he... Kay, go help him out.
It has to do with ropes. Just leave it to Kay. There we go. A little pull over here, and a quick tug over there. Are you alright, Sebastian?
I have no idea. Why did I get hurt?
Nothing's going right for me.
He looks a little worse for wear. Why were you tied up in a place like this?
How should I know?
Yeah, I agree. How would he know? Why were you tied up in your own house's garage?
You guys don't know anything about me.
It's because we don't know. That's why we're asking you.
He's completely shut off his heart.
Indeed. If it's come to this, I suppose I have no choice but to use that.
Wait, what?
Ah, you mean...
Wait, anytime you say that, you always get to... Are we logic testing against Sebastian?
I hate to do this when he's in such a fragile state. It's like kicking a man who's down.
But you alright? His mind might break if you corner him too much, you know?
Yes, I'm aware of that. I will try to be careful. Good grief. I wonder how this will turn out. I've never held back against anyone before. Alright, I guess we're doing logic chess against Sebastian of all people. Alright, Sebastian. Why were you locked up? After running out of the meeting room this morning, why would he be here of all places?
You guys, you don't know how I feel.
Whoa, that's the most pieces we've seen yet. 5 whole pieces. He's gone through a lot of shock. He must be on the verge of an emotional meltdown. Can't be helped. At times like this, I must quietly listen to what he has to say.
No one tells me anything. I'm always the only one being left out like an idiot.
I should try to answer his questions as best I can. Alright, so when he seems like he's not knowing something he wants to know, let's answer him. Considering how fragile he is, I won't have much time to spare. I need to ask about his true feelings and try to calm him down post haste. Alright, this is gonna be a weird logic chess, I feel.
Why is a failure as a person an option?
Could you please tell me what's on your mind?
I don't wanna. It's not like you'd listen to me anyway.
I'll wait. Just let it out.
What's wrong? Normally you'd be shouting objection right about now.
Now?
You were serious? You were really gonna listen to what I have to say?
I can understand the shock you went through after what happened with your father.
It wasn't just Pops. This morning, I lost everything.
Something stolen? Do you understand? You've been... Oh, never mind.
Yes, if I make any pointless remarks, his mind will break. Help! I'm not good with children. I'm not good with children. Help me, Kay.
Tell me what's on your mind. Could you please tell me what's on your mind? I'll wait and see. Wait and see. Wait and see. I don't think telling poor baby's gonna help.
Everything I have was given to me by Pop. Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What am I supposed to believe in?
Why not believe in yourself? If you can't believe in others, then at least believe in yourself. You'll need to gain experience on your own. If you acquire wisdom, I can lend you a hand.
Well, ever since I got locked up, I've been thinking. Am I too inculpable to be a prosecutor? Incapable? Which one was it?
It's incapable. I believe incapable is the word you are looking for. Judging your own ability is not an easy task. Sebastian, little by little, you are growing. There you go. Sebastian, would you tell me your side of the story?
I understand. What should I talk about?
He seems to have calmed down slightly. I'd like you to tell me everything you know about the kidnappers. Alright, let's figure this one out. Now then, tell me what you heard and saw. So, who kidnapped you? Do you have any idea who the kidnappers could be?
Of course I don't. If I did, I would have told you already.
I don't have enough clues. Alright. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Why were you tied up? Do you know? Why are you tied up in your own home, of all places?
That's what I'd like to know. I'm the victim here. How would I know?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I was really scared. Being locked up alone, you know?
Wait, hang on. Something's not adding up. Unless, are there two kidnappings going on, or did something get mistaken? I thought it was supposed to be John that was here, but then we find Sebastian. Did John just go somewhere else? Is John, or is there just two kidnappings, and we didn't even know about Sebastian, just found him on accident? There's not enough to go on to figure that one out, I feel. Did your abductors happen to say anything to you?
I don't really get it, but one of them said, "Don't blame us, blame the owner of this house."
Isn't the owner Blaze? The owner of this house. Wouldn't that be Blaze the best? So I'm sorry.
Pops, I get it. Someone who hates Pops must have taken me hostage.
No, considering the situation, that seems unlikely. Connection between the Blaze and the kidnappers. This could be a useful clue. Let's try this out. Let me try using that clue. I'm sorry about this, Sebi. Kidnapper can easily use his own home to hold someone captive. Sebastian, you were kidnapped by your own father. I'm sorry, man.
What? It can't be. Was he going to kill me because I was a nuisance?
Of course not. Would there be any reason for him to take your life? If his son was found dead in his own garage, Blaze would be suspected immediately.
I see. Then, why was I kidnapped?
Kidnapping his own son? I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be after any ransom money. There must be some other reason why Blaze ordered the kidnap. This could be a useful clue. Let's try the last one then. Do you know the kidnapper's objective? Do you know what the kidnapper's objective was?
What are you saying? What else would a kidnapper want besides a ransom?
Let me try using a clue. But your father wouldn't be needing a ransom. Kidnapping his own son in order to demand a ransom wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you notice anything strange when you got kidnapped?
As soon as I answered their question, it just took me away.
What did they ask you? They asked you a question? Tell me what they asked you.
Don't glare at me like that. I think they asked me, do you know Courtney?
Wait. I think that Sebastian may have been kidnapped on accident. If they're saying, do you know Courtney, then that would mean, like, they're making sure they got the right kid, but they didn't. I think that Sebastian just got mistaken for the actual kid. In that case, where's John? Well, one thing at a time. Let's first help Sebastian's mental state. I see. The pieces of the puzzle are starting to fall into place. And the kidnappers did not intend to kidnap you. You were just no, that was a really bad wording. I did not mean to say that at all. I meant to say it was a mistake kidnapping you, not that you're a mistake. I am the mistake for making that mistake. Apologies. Anyways, the point is, you were never the intended target, but you got caught on accident. It just seems like this was just a misfortunate coincidence. The objective was John Marsh. They were planning to kidnap Judge Courtney's son in order to have Patricia Rowland declared not guilty.
Justina's son? And Warren Rowland gets declared not guilty?
I suspect the kidnappers mistook you for John Marsh.
All of this was just a mistake? Wait, maybe that's why back then...
Did you just remember something?
No, it's nothing. I'm useless anyway. Just leave me alone already.
This is bad. He might be at his emotional limit. I must get him to tell me what he remembered, and try to calm him down as well. Alright, come on. Speed it up. Based on how distressed Sebastian looks right now, it must have been quite a traumatic. I'll need to help him get back on his feet. What did you remember? What did you remember just now?
I didn't remember anything about that guy.
About Blaze. But that guy happened to be Blaze. It's okay.
Darn it! This is the difference between me and someone who earned his prosecutor title.
I've been wanting to ask you, why did you become a prosecutor?
It doesn't matter. I'm not fit to be a prosecutor anyways.
Oh, hang on.
Say something!
You must have some reason for choosing this path, right?
No, it's not like that. It wasn't anything special. I became a prosecutor for a really insignificant reason.
Okay.
It was just a personal reason.
Just like you, I too became a prosecutor for a personal reason.
Huh? Is that true? But you're a really successful prosecutor. I'm sure that Pops, the PIC chairman, would have been more proud of you than me.
You wanted your father's approval, didn't you? I see. So, you wanted your father's approval.
I thought that if I became the best prosecutor, he'd be proud of me. Why I just wanted to help Pops as much as I could.
Would you happen to be protecting your father?
What? I don't have any reason to protect someone like him.
Didn't you want to help him, though? Didn't you want to help out your father? As much as you could?
Just once. I only wanted to be useful to Pop just once. That way, you help him regain his reputation.
You mean reputation? You seem to be mixing up your words again. The word you're looking for is reputation. There you go.
Huh? No one's ever told me that before.
Hey, just ask. Your father, who has strayed from his path, continues to add to his crimes. Even knowing that, do you truly want things to stay the way they are?
But in that case, just what am I supposed to do?
You should triumph over your father, who has treated you like a fool. You must stop Blaze before he commits another crime.
I never thought of it that way. I want to triumph over Pops.
Somehow, it seems he has calmed down once again. Now's my chance to ask him about Blaze's secret. It's okay, Sebby. I will give Sebastian the courage to stand up to his father. Do you know their connection? Was there some connection between your father and Patricia Rowland?
I'm sorry. I don't really know.
Every tiny bit helps. Can you remember anything at all?
I think sometimes they would interact with each other during work, but...
Was there something else? But, is there something else on your mind? Just anything. Anything at all.
Apparently, Pops is the one who recommended Roland to be the warden.
Really? Huh. Oh. Was there a reason for Blaze to recommend her?
Probably because, unlike me, Pops actually cares about her.
No? Hang on.
Well, Pops has known her since he first became the chief prosecutor, after all.
Really? What was he like when he was the chief prosecutor?
Oh, Pops was amazing. He looked over every single piece of evidence that went through the prosecutor's office.
He looked over every single piece of evidence. This could be a major clue. Where's the evidence for the trial? It seems that the evidence regarding Patricia Rowland never made it to the trial. It's the duty of a prosecutor to watch over the evidence. Did you take care of it properly?
That's not it. Just listen to what I have to say.
Okay, I'm waiting. Let's hear you speak.
I thought I would keep it in the safest place I knew. What have I done?
He seems to have become unsettled again. I suppose I should lend him a hand. Did you give the evidence to Blaze? The place you thought would be the safest. Your father. Would that have been in the Blaze to Best's hands? It's alright.
He told me that would be safer if he took care of the evidence.
I'm sorry. He has betrayed your trust in the worst way possible.
Pops, why would he want to hide the evidence?
To leave the trial undecided. Blaze's objective was to have Warden Roland found not guilty by obscuring the truth. Sebastian, you were used by your father. It's possible that Blaze the Best has the evidence with him. Furthermore, we still have no idea where John is. I must return to my investigation post-haste. However...
It's all my fault. What am I gonna do now?
Seeing him like this, I can't just leave him be. He's still suffering in the gap between his ideal and reality. He will never move on until he figures out how to live his own life. Alright. Sebastian is about to face his greatest trial. Perhaps this is fate. I shall give him the push forward that he needs. It's time to help him. What are you going to do now? What do you plan to do from here on?
First, I'm returning this red jacket. I'm not fit to wear it. Clothes fake the man. I think that's what Pops used to say. He knew all along I was a fake.
His clothes make the man. It's not fake. The saying is clothes make the man. You are what you wear.
Huh? Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've learned something new yet again.
Yes. All you have to do now is become a prosecutor who is fit to wear that jacket.
Yeah, I'll do my best. That way no one will ever make fun of me again.
Let's see.
But how can I get people to accept me? What do I do? I don't know what to do.
I don't have enough clues. Maybe I should try another line. Will you continue to be a prosecutor? Do you still intend to continue as a prosecutor?
I don't really know. It's not like I became a prosecutor on my very own. Because of that, do I even have the right to continue being a prosecutor?
You can decide that for yourself. Whether or not you continue as a prosecutor is something you must decide for yourself. Only you can determine your path in life.
I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. Because if I give up now, I know I'm gonna regret for the rest of my life.
So, he wants to continue to live as a prosecutor. I should keep his will in mind. Will you walk the same path as your father? Will you continue to ignore the truth, just like your father?
Please, stop it already. I don't want your putty. Just leave me alone.
Pity. It's pity. I believe pity is the word you're looking for.
Oh, really?
I also have my own reasons for wanting to speak with you. There was a time when I too did not see the truth and continued to run away from it. However, thanks to a certain friend, I was able to realize my mistake.
That's nice. You're lucky, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't have anyone like that.
Let me help you then. If you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way.
What?
I'll help you out, kid. Only if you have the will for it, though.
I don't want to be like Pops.
So, he wants to surpass his own father. I understand his feelings clearly now. Sebastian says that he wants to surpass his father and continue to be a prosecutor. In other words, he wants to be a different prosecutor from his father. It's the first answer he's arrived at on his own. I'm sure if he has the will, he'll find his way. Let's do it then. Turn the red jacket, clothes make the man. Wait and see. Goodness sakes, don't you remember your own words? Perhaps his own will can show him the way. As a prosecutor, didn't you want to walk a different path from your father? Certainly, the path you have chosen is not an easy one. Nevertheless, you still chose to live as a prosecutor. In that case, it should be clear to you what you need to do. I still question how I live my life to this day. But you, Sebastian, have found your own answer. So believe in yourself, Prosecutor the best.
Hey!
He was mistaken for John and kidnapped by Blaze's underlings. And after his father stole his evidence, he lost his confidence as a prosecutor. The emotions that he is going through must be more painful than anything I could imagine. It's alright, John. It's taken longer than I thought. With that, it's checkmate. That was awesome. Therapy chest complete.
He dashed out of here at full speed.
It seems if there's one thing he's the best at, it's running away. April 6th, 1:15 p.m., outside Grand Tower. Tower Plaza. Wait up. God sakes, we're running out of time! We should check in with Mr. Shields. I'd also like to know what the situation is like on their end.
Mr. DeBest ran off again.
We'll just give them the new information we discovered. Francisco will take his place.
I wonder if that's going to be enough.
Can't be helped. Since he ran away, there's nothing more we can do. Oh dear. They're gonna get away at this rate. I guess I'll just say it again. If there's no murder weapon, you can't prove the defendant's guilty.
Just because we don't have the murder weapon doesn't mean that the defendant is innocent. It seems you wish to teach the sting of my whip.
Mr. Attorney, this trial, how much longer will it take? Because it feels like it hasn't gone anywhere at all for a good while now.
Well, sorry, but that stubborn prosecutor over there just doesn't seem to understand.
Until I am satisfied. This whip will lash out at you as many times as I see fit.
By now, she's probably whipped me for once for every year I've been alive.
Miles, what's taking you so long? Even though we're just stalling for time, Uncle Ray can't keep us up much longer.
Whoops, excuse me, phone call, mind if I take this?
I will allow it.
Help me!
Mr. Shields.
Oh, Miles, it's you. How's it going over there?
We found Sebastian.
And the knife and chisel?
It seems he has handed the evidence over to Blaze the best. It's very likely that Blaze knows the whereabouts of the murder weapon.
Ex-chairman to best.
But why would Blaze... That I don't know yet. However, there may be some hidden connection between Trisha Rowland and Blaze.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll issue a subpoena for Blaze the best right away. I'll grill him personally.
I'll continue to search for the missing evidence. John as well.
Try to hurry it up, would you? Well, we're at a wit's end over here. It feels like the verdict could be handed down at any moment.
Understood. How much longer can Judge Courtney's heart hold out? I know she's in a lot of pain. I've got to hurry.
So, how's the trial going?
Blaze will be taking the stand. I don't know how things will turn out, though.
he'll do anything from hiding evidence to kidnapping. He really is nothing but a trouble.
I agree. We should probably take another look at the evidence concerning him.
Okay, leave it to me. First, here's the latest evidence fresh from the scene.
The glass familiar, although I'm certainly curious about them. Anything else?
The case files from the I-7 incident. If I recall, Blaze was also involved in this, right?
Indeed. He was involved in destroying the evidence. For now, let's keep this on hand. Alright, gloves and I-7 document files. Now then, is there anything else?
Of course, last but not least, we got this.
This is the Yadagarasu's badge. Okay. I'm talking about things related to Blaze. Please, be serious.
But aren't you always going around presenting random evidence too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, well, that's... Oh, Sebby! Isn't that Sebastian?
What are you doing here?
Whoa! He ignored us. He came out of the Grand Tower. What was he doing in there?
Let's go investigate what Mr. DeBest was up to.
Yes, let's go. The hatch is open.
It might be Mr. DeBest who opened it.
Alright, let's see what he was checking. Did Sebastian come in here?
Mr. Edgeworth, over there! The safe's open!
Oh, what? Did he come here to open that? Let's examine it thoroughly.
1, 10, 100.
What are you counting?
The numbers on the sign in front of the statue. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. 2.4 million? 2.4 million ounces? Just how many pounds is that, Mr. Edgeworth?
At any rate, the floor does look like it is under a lot of weight. Okay, we should probably not... Oh!
It seems like there's something missing here, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right. That German ninja mask. I suppose it would be natural for her to remember the events that took place 2 days ago.
Mr. Edgeworth, there are masks here, and on the rooftop there's a cotton candy stand. I guess what's missing is an apple bobbing station and a shooting gallery.
So that's what you meant. I had no need to worry. I'm leaving, okay? Goodbye.
Climbing ladders is pretty fun. Come on, let's clear all the rungs in one go and jump outside.
Hold it. We'll leave after we've examined the safe by the display shelves.
Well, hurry up then. I want to go ladder climbing.
Which is more important? The ladder or the investigation? I hate you all.
That chain was used to keep people from opening the box, right?
Yes, it is as you see.
I can't just use rope escape tricks anymore. I need to learn chain escape tricks, too. It really has become the dark age of great thieves.
I suppose even thieves have their troubles. Sure, let's go with that. It's the transceiver the killer used to contact us.
This is codename Yagarasu. Mr. Edgeworth, please respond, over.
What is it?
I successfully infiltrated the 51st floor of the Grand Tower. Report your current position.
I'm also on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower. I'm standing right next to you.
What? You're here too? But when did you get here?
I have no idea what you're doing, but could we hurry up and resume the investigation?
Temporarily joining forces, huh? That doesn't sound half bad.
Well then, follow me.
Roger, Mr. Edgeworth.
Look, this... Ah, dang it. I thought we could examine the ugly suitcase again. It's the money that was used in the black market auction. I hope Kay isn't tempted by it.
Stealing money seems to be the popular trend for thieves these days.
Is it really an issue of trendiness?
However, don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. The great thief Yagarasu won't be swept away by the current trends.
Current trends? I should probably just leave it at that. Look at the demon here.
Hey, look at this. It's a monkey head with a top knot.
This is the mascot of Global Studios. I've come across it before in a past case.
I think I've also heard of its name before. Monkey... something monkey. I got it! Madam Monkey!
Almost, Kay. You were close. Its name is Mr. Monkey.
Huh? Was it really was that really what it's called? I think Madam Monkey sounds way better, though.
We're not here to talk about better or not. It's pointless to go down to the meeting room. What's important right now is the storeroom.
A hidden lift, along with the hidden ladder. The person who made this place must have really liked the hiding things.
Is something on your mind?
Yes, as a great thief, always on the lookout for new hiding techniques. But don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't do something like hide your fuzzy slippers.
Since when have I ever worn fuzzy slippers?
If these aren't yours, then who the heck are these?
I don't know. Put them back. You stole them. What did I tell you?
I thought they were yours.
No. I have nothing like that. What the heck? That chessboard is Knightley's.
There's something in the safe.
Let's go ahead and have a look. There are some documents in here.
It's just a bunch of papers and... Huh? There's a photo here, too.
This is a picture of Horace Knightley.
Huh? That's Mr. Knightley.
Is this the evidence? Horace Knightley, the president's bodyguard.
Why is this picture here? And what are all these papers for?
I don't know. You'll have to read the documents and to find out. I'm all but certain there is a connection between a Knightley and Dogen. Dogen's chess partner, whose identity remained unknown until now, was actually Knightley all along. That is proof enough. Tomorrow, I shall interrogate him in the warden's office. I'll get him to confess that he's one of Dogen's henchmen. That thing he laid to rest near the flower bed 12 years ago, you simply must retrieve it. This seems to be a report about Knightley.
Not to mention, it was apparently written before Knightley was killed.
Horace Knightley was murdered while he was being interrogated in the warden's office. Judging from the contents, this document was probably written by Patricia Rowland.
I knew it!
The question, however, is who this report was addressed to?
The owner of the safe is...
Blaze the Best, because Sebastian knew. The conductor, Blaze the Best.
So this proves that Miss Rowland and Blaze are connected.
Indeed. However, it's not just the two of them.
Huh?
Knightley's also connected. And Dogen. Blaze the Best and Patricia Rowland were searching for Dogen's henchmen.
Sir Han Dogen, that dog-loving assassin.
Yeah. This means that there is a hidden connection between the three of them. All the cases were connected in some fashion, it seems. What's going on here?
I wonder what it could be.
I don't know, but it must be related to this case. This is interesting, seeing how all the cases are connected. Pour on Knightley's connection with Dogen by Patricia Rowland to Blaze the Best. Alright.
There's some other stuff in here that I remember seeing.
There's something on his fingers.
Let's have a closer look.
It's his ring.
Oh, looks like an expensive ring.
Don't steal it.
What? Hey, I didn't do anything yet.
It's Horace Knightley's... The chessboard in the ring. All of his possessions are inside the safe. Wait! The knife might be in the chessboard! Remember, because it could open up.
So basically, all this stuff is evidence from the prison case?
Correct.
Then the knife and chisel that vanished might be in here too. Let's see. Mr. Knife, Mr. Chisel. They're not in there. I guess it's all just Mr. Knightley stuff.
I see. That's too bad. Horace Knightley is dead. Edgeworth! This game isn't over yet. You hear me? Hi. However, if the game is not over yet, unless I can see it through to its end. Knightley's mementos. Can I inspect those? Damn it. Let me leave. I'm free. Young lady, good sir, might I interest you in some cotton candy?
There's also ice cream, if that's what you prefer.
Why are you here?
You! Shelly the Killer!
It's good to see you well, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing in a place like this?
As you can see, I'm selling cotton candy. Would you care for some heavenly cotton candy? Even sweeter than death. One bite will send you straight to heaven.
That's definitely not something I want to buy from Tequila.
This the meaning of my message. Have you understood it? I congratulate you on resolving the case. However, can you truly say in good conscience that it has been solved?
Have you been spying on us this whole time?
Spying? Heavens no. I was simply watching over you. Well, disguised as a cotton candy salesman.
Isn't that the exact same thing? What is this man's objective? Were you the one who murdered the president?
No. The contract with my client has already expired.
Okay. So it ain't you.
President Huang is a bit of a celebrity in the world of assassins, you see. Over the years, many attempts on his life were made, and yet he stubbornly lives on. He is a robust man, surrounded by flawless security. He even employs body double.
Wait. Wait, are you saying he's alive and... Wait, who's...
Robust?
that president? But Tun seems more apt. Body doubles? However, it seems this time the president's security wasn't exactly flawless.
Mr. Rook had only just prevented your previous assassination, but this time...
I did not kill him. It is not my principle to kill needlessly. I'm also grateful to Rook, a worthy adversary who was connected to me by fate. Thanks to that man, I did not kill a target who had no value to be killed.
Wait, what? Thanks to Rook for preventing the assassination. Wait. Are you saying that the man that we talked to wasn't the president? Wait. You just said body doubles. Now I don't know. Is the president dead? And did we meet the president?
My client deliberately gave me a false target. It was a betrayal most foul. I'm now searching for my client. In all likelihood, it is the same person you are looking for.
Really? Is he saying that his client murdered the president? Just who is this person you are referring to?
I myself am not allowed to say. It would be a violation of the rules. I cannot disclose the identity of my clients. For to do so would create a problem of trust with my other clients. This is precisely why I'm personally searching for them myself.
What are you going to do if you find your client?
Of course. They shall be rewarded with a punishment most befitting of a traitor.
What? That person... What'll happen to them?
I will leave that up to your imagination.
It certainly won't be anything pleasant.
Oh, yes. I will tell you just one more thing. 3 days ago, Sir Dogan escaped from prison.
What do you mean the serial killer has escaped? What do you mean the assassin is free? What? What do you mean?
3 nights passed. Dogan's solitary cell was found vacant. It was almost as if he knew. It was almost as if he knew I would come pay him a visit.
He visited Dogan's cell. Could it be that the person the killer is searching for is Dogan?
Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going. Let us both do our best in tracking down that person.
So, Tequila and Dogan, these 2 assassins. And there's a second assassin on the loose! What? The sound is...
Sir Edgeworth, just Courtney's cell phone's ringing.
Uh-oh. Could it be John? Yo. Mr. Edgeworth, how are you doing? Huh? Sounds like they're using a voice changer. Who is this?
Someone you've been searching for. The one in the red hood.
The Red Hood. Are you the one who pushed Kay? Are you the person who ambushed Kay?
Brilliant deduction. I expect no less from Raji prosecutors such as yourself.
Mr. Edgeworth,
I won't listen in on this too.
Very well. I'll put it on speaker.
Well, I must say that I didn't expect the girl to get amnesia.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
But that's not all, you see. Perhaps I should let you in on this, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I was the one who ordered Blaze Best to kill Jill Crane.
What? 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 Huh? You have power over him?
This must be the person the killer spoke of.
The mastermind, huh?
I really should thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
You have no reason to thank me.
Oh, you haven't noticed. My, that's troublesome, you know. I wanted you to catch Blaze for me. So I took dear little Kay.
What?
If Kay was suspected, I knew you would have to investigate the case.
You used K.
And I was sure that the great Miles Edgeworth would be able to catch Blaze. It was all according to my plan. And you know, I get the feeling that you have the wrong idea. So let me clear something up. Blaze the Best wasn't the one who kidnapped Miss Courtney's son.
Why do you know about the kidnapping?
You and Miss Courtney are really quite alike, you know. She even came to visit you in the detention center and got all friendly with you.
How could this person know something like that? This person has a lot of power.
Judge Courtney was supposed to have visited me using the detective's name.
I bet you're wondering how I knew about the kidnapping, right? It's quite simple, really. It's because darling little John is in my care right now.
Crap!
What? Huh?
You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces. Quickly, little Kay. You have to hurry and steal him back. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Yagurasu's name on your first job, would you?
How the hell do you know that much? That was said not too long ago.
How the hell? You even know it's my first job?
Why does this person know everything in so much detail?
Well, I suppose I can't blame you for your mistake. It seems Blaze was after John as well, as you see.
So there were 2 kidnappings. Okay, so my previous assumption... Okay, so there was 2 kidnappings.
He's such a fool, you know. Kidnapping his own son instead.
Is John there with you? If he is, then I'd like to hear his voice.
He's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. You see, he's asleep right now.
In that case, there's no way for us to know if you've really kidnapped John or not.
I suppose you don't have to believe me if you don't want to.
What is your objective? Is it to get Patricia Rowland declared not guilty?
A not guilty verdict, huh? I couldn't care less about that.
So his objective is different from Blaze's.
I think I'll keep my objective a secret for now. Well then, I must be going. I hope you enjoy yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't think you can get away with this!
Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that.
Huh? What was that boom?
Who in the world was that?
I don't know. We don't have enough information.
Darn it, we're totally clueless. Meanwhile, they seem to know everything about us.
Know everything about us. Okay, you're right. Thinking about it, it is strange. How does the culprit know so much about us?
So weird. I mean, they even know about the kidnapping.
We must figure out how the culprit was able to obtain that information. Must recall, what exactly did that person know?
You and Miss Courtney are really quite alike, you know? She even came to visit you in the detention center and got all friendly with you. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Yagurasu's name on your first job, would you?
You even know it's my first job?
You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces.
That's it.
Analyzing our conversation with the culprit. I figured it out, okay? I know the source of this person's information.
What? Really?
Wait, in all likelihood, the person is probably... He's probably planted a bug. That's the only way that makes sense. I believe it is highly likely that we have been bugged. Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense why he would know so much.
Bugged. If you recall what that person said,
You seem surprised. If only I could see the look on your faces.
He can't see us.
if they couldn't see our faces, that means they weren't taking our pictures or following us. Then he must have planted a bug somewhere. Could it be in my stuff? Was there anything they could have had a chance to bug?
You know, there might be.
There must be a hint of somewhere in our conversation just now. That's right. The person knew something they shouldn't have. The conversation between Judge Courtney and myself in the visitor's room.
It's in Courtney's phone! There's Courtney.
Hush. Please, have a seat. The only evidence I had with me at the time was...
Wait!
Wait! It was... the Yagarasu's badge!
Okay, may I see your badge?
A Yagarasu's badge? No way.
Why not?
Mr. Edgeworth, just because you became a great thief's assistant, doesn't mean you're ready to wear this badge yet.
That's not it! It's very likely a bug was planted in it!
What? In my badge?
Let's take a closer look.
I've been wondering about this for some time now. Did you inherit that badge from your predecessor too?
Nope. There wasn't one, so I made my own.
I thought so. It is rather conspicuous. I think you're just about the only thief who'd ever want to wear something like that.
Hey, stop making fun of me.
Bingo!
This is...
It seems I was right. Crush it! Crush that!
How'd you know?
The person had been in contact with you.
You mean when I was knocked unconscious?
Yep, that was the perfect time to plant a bug. Yes, that's why I thought one of your possessions might have been bugged. However, that person also overheard my conversation with Judge Courtney. Even though that conversation took place in the visitor's room, with just the two of us.
Ah, so you were holding onto it at that time.
Exactly. All the other evidence had been taken away from me. Only the Yagarasu's badge remained with me. I remember actually checking that.
So this creep's been listening in on us this whole time.
Not anymore. Crush. Indeed, that must be how they knew about all the information we collected.
That mean they're also listening in on this conversation?
Most likely.
Hey, Buster! Hey! Eavesdropping is for cowards. Why don't you come out here and fight us fair and square?
What? Did it just explode? What was that sound just now? What the? Huh?
Ow! Huh? That's Nicole.
What are you doing?
Honestly, y'all scared of the G's out of me. Your voice was so loud there, little missy. I was so surprised I don't feel fly on my behind. I'm sorry. What are you getting so riled up for? You gotta hear this. It really grinds my gears. Yes?
Okay, please just leave it at that. Unless you want to make a tomorrow morning's headlines.
That was close. Oh, shucks. Don't be such a stick in the mud. What's wrong with letting a gal open her heart and spill the beans?
For now, I'll turn the bug off. Hello there, G-Man. Bug was planted inside the Yagarasu's badge by the person in Red Hood.
So, you find the kidnappers?
Miss Swift, was the boy you saw being kidnapped this boy in the photo?
Nope, they ain't nothing like. He had a more stupid-looking face and was wearing a collared school uniform.
Yep, that was bad.
I thought so.
Yet again, we were led astray by this woman's testimony. Thanks, Nicole. We will have to conduct our investigation all over again. Thanks, Nicole. So, we're back to where we started. Are there any new leads? We don't have time.
There's only 20 minutes left until 2 o'clock. Will we be able to make it in time?
Mr. Edgeworth, about that phone call just now. Wasn't there a strange sound at the end?
It was a boom. Strange sound. Yeah, there was some sort of booming sound. I don't think you can get away with this.
And come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it.
That is, if you can bring me to justice. I highly doubt that. Yeah, why was there a boom sound? Now that you mention it, it sounded like an explosion. Explosion? Huh. It might be a hint to establish the culprit, its whereabouts.
I see. The sound of explosion, huh?
I would appreciate it if you stopped eavesdropping on us.
Mr. Prosecutor, you're as stingy as ever.
First, let's see what she has to say. Alright. What are you doing? Gumshoe!
Dang it, I'm too big.
Gummy, where are you running away? Why are you running away?
Gumshoe, why? Detective Gumshoe.
Mr. Edgeworth gave up his prosecutor's badge. I just didn't know what to do.
Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me.
And then I began to think, if Mr. Edgeworth isn't a prosecutor anymore, does that mean I'm no longer a detective? But that's not true. Even without Mr. Edgeworth, I'm still a detective, and investigating is my job. Detectives don't investigate just for the sake of prosecutors, pal. That's why, even if I'm on my own, I won't stop investigating.
So you've been investigating by yourself?
Then perhaps at that time,
You should thank a former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may be save Cape Verde.
Detective Gumshoe. So, Jill Crane's autopsy report.
I went to the detention center to see how Kay was doing. That's when I heard...
You get to where I am, you can just create your own truths anytime you want. Cape Verde is the culprit. That was a truth that I simply manufactured out of thin air. Oh. Good, very good. That face, that expression.
You heard that conversation?
That's right. And that's why I looked over the evidence again myself, sir.
I mean, that's amazing. So it's you who saved me.
Okay, I'm really glad you got your memories back.
Thank you.
Do you get it now? I can investigate on my own.
Gummy, don't run away. You've already proven that you can investigate on your own. After all, you saved me.
Gumshoe, come back here. I will raise your salary $10, if you will. Detective, I need your help. Currently, I am not a prosecutor, nor am I much of anything else. Even so, I will pursue this case. I ask you not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Please?
Please, cut it out, sir.
Gummy,
Come on.
Okay, I get it, pal. I can't bear to see Mr. Edgeworth bowing his head to me like this.
Gummy.
Thank you, Detective.
What do you want me to do, sir?
Ah, good to hear your theme again. Detective Gumshoe, please tell me what you've found in your investigation so far.
Roger, leave it to me, sir. I have 3 things to report. First up is about Kay's clothes that were sent to the crime lab. Traces of an extremely powerful sleeping drug called Sleepy ZZZ were found on them.
Really? So that means after Kay was drugged at Gourd Lake, she was brought to the roof of the Grand Tower.
That's right, sir. Now, for the item number 2. The footage from the security camera at the Grand Tower's elevator.
Oh? The footage that captured President Huang and Judge Courtney going up to the roof. The elevator is generally the only way to get to the rooftop. And if the elevator was used, the person who used it would be caught on camera.
Exactly. In other words, if you look over the footage from a couple of days ago, you should be able to see an unconscious Kay being carried up to the rooftop.
Then, Gummy, does that mean you...
I checked out all the footage from before the incident 2 days ago and fast forward.
I see. And results?
Well, actually, nothing came up, sir. Kay never showed up on the tape at all.
Wait, what?
How?
That was unexpected. I guess it won't be so easy. Wait, Kay never showed up. So her body was never shown being brought up. Huh? Then how did she get up there? What? How was Kay brought up to the roof of the tower? I should take a moment to carefully consider the possibilities. Well then, let's hear your third and final report.
Yes, sir. Last but not least, the most important thing to report. I'm so happy to be able to investigate with you again, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm gonna give it my all to arrest the culprit. That is all, sir.
I apologize for putting you through so much, Detective Gumshoe. However, that was your most important report, and nothing to do with the case at all. I would have preferred something that's actually useful.
That merciless attitude, that's Mr. Edgeworth I know, sir.
Yes, it is, I know. A young boy has been kidnapped. I want you to help us search for him.
Kidnapping, sir?
The victim is a boy by the name of John Marsh.
That kid with the horns.
Yes, do you know about him?
I saw that boy myself, sir.
Was that this morning?
That's right. He came out of that trailer over there, and then he walked towards the garbage pickup area.
Garbage pickup area?
It's right over there, pal. That's where all the trash from the Grand Tower's offices is collected.
Really?
I don't know what happened after that. Since I left the place around then,
It seems we must investigate the garbage pickup area. Look at Yargarasu badge.
that's Kay badge. I'm gonna take my coat off, sir. It's Kay's badge, right? It's just as cool as a prosecutor's badge, isn't it, sir? But Mr. Edgeworth's badge was,
It's fine. Don't cry, Gummy. Even if Mr. Edgeworth quits being a prosecutor, I'm sure someone else will lower your salary for you during your salary assessments.
someone else will lower my...
Is he crying about his pay being cut, or that it will be someone else cutting it? Oh, okay. You have fun with that, Gummy. Oh, I can actually explore there. Before we do that, let's talk to Nicole.
All my hard work's helped move the case forward. I reckon it's all in good day's work. I'm not so sure about that. We've been chasing after an entirely different person.
Indeed. It seems she did not properly examine the photo earlier.
What now? Was my info really all that bad?
No, some of the blame also falls on us for relying on a dubious information source. It's time for us to regroup and start over.
Could you hold on a sec? If you think I'm staying quiet after being called a dubious source, you got nothing coming. And then, guess I'll just have to tell you about the scoop I've been saving.
You've been saving a scoop? Alright, tell me. Although I'm not expecting much, let's hear it. What is this scoop of yours?
It's Mozilla. I have decisive evidence that my Mozilla exists.
Oh, lordy gee, here we go. Okay, let's go, okay. Alright, we're leaving. Bye-bye.
Hold up! I'm being serious. Y'all might not believe it, but it's true.
We don't have much time, but... I guess there's no other way. Would this decisive evidence of yours be something you recorded on that tape recorder?
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. You're good at figuring things out, aren't you? It's the sound of Mozilla spewing out fire. This tip plate, it's nearly became a sea of flames.
If you say so.
Don't make that face. If you think I'm lying, then have a listen for yourself. Ready? Here it comes, a flame. How's that? It's hard to tell over your shouting, but if you say so, I guess they could be flames.
Miss Swift, did you truly witness these so-called flames?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't really see it with my own two eyes. On account of,
I wasn't actually there at the time.
Then how'd you get this audio? What? If Mozilla had appeared, wouldn't you have noticed no matter where you were?
Well, I was a ways off, and I was using a slightly unusual recording method, so...
What? Could you explain to me this recording method in more detail?
Yes, I just dug my own grave.
Alright, tell me. How'd you record it?
Truth is, I was aiming for a scoop. So I did me some wireless wiretapping.
Oh, you placed a bug somewhere.
Wait a minute. Wireless wiretapping? If there's no wires, how'd you tap them?
Okay, please don't concern yourself with the semantics. She was simply intercepting wireless communications and listening in without permission.
I've been spending the last few days scoping out the Grand Tower with my mentor.
So you were investigating the black market auctions. In that case, naturally you would have tapped the immediate area surrounding the Grand Tower.
You betcha. But right then and there, I hear a ear-shattering roar. Finally, Mozilla appears. My heart is pounding. I feel him drawing near. So, everything except the sound is just her own personal impression, right?
In the end, it seems that you didn't actually see anything.
Well, I reckon Ryan's more my thing. Anyway, it's as I continue tuning into the situation. Little Miss K over there almost shatters my eardrums.
Eavesdropping for cowards, why don't you come out fairs?
Eavesdropping for cowards, why don't you come out here and fight us fair and square?
Oh, and that's why you suddenly fell. Well, it's not just sun just now. So that's why you were there. I see. Miss Swift, while you were eavesdropping, you were surprised by Kay's voice and fell over. In other words, you did not hear her voice directly. You heard it via the radio waves emitted by the bug, did you not?
What? Then does that mean the one who planted the bug on me was...
No, it's not her.
I was just eavesdropping. I never stooped the bug and nobody.
Miss Swift, do you mind if we borrowed that tape for a while?
Just do what you please already.
Thank you. Alright, let's take a look at that. Mr. Edgeworth! Wait, hang on, before you scream at me, person. Never mind, I thought I could listen to it. Oh, hey! Mr. Keys, Miss Barry. Hey! Hello! Did you find him?
Not yet. Just where could John be?
John?
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
They don't know anything about the kidnapping. Regarding Sebastian, we found him not too long ago. Really? That's great! Thank you so much. Now I won't be arrested again. Problem. That's actually not, the person who was kidnapped. Or, well, there were two kidnappings, and that was not the main one that would have determined, whether you get arrested again or not. So you're still not off the hook yet, buddy. Sorry? You're not off the hook yet, buddy. I'm worried for you. Hey, Simon. I suspect Mr. Edgeworth. How'd you find him?
Naturally, it was all thanks to his powers of logic and reasoning.
Actually, it was just a coincidence. I didn't really do anything. Search for Sebi. I guess we weren't any help at all, were we?
Don't be silly, of course you helped. Really, thanks a lot. Where were you guys searching, Simon?
It was a bit far off, but we searched around the Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? The Sunshine Coliseum. So they were by the shore? There were a lot of people at the event there, so I thought you might have gone as well. Oh, hey, wait a minute. I recognize this place. This is the Coliseum that you actually see in Apollo Justice. Huh.
An event? Sounds like fun. Is it a festival? I want to go too.
It was a lot of fun. There were food stands, fireworks, and much more.
Simon got worn out by all the people in the crowd pretty quickly, though.
You didn't have to tell him that.
It's settled. Once we wrap up this case, let's all go there.
There are food stands and fireworks at the Sunshine Coliseum. Oh! Fireworks, you say? That's actually very vital to me. Fireworks. That sounds like something that would sound like an explosion to me. In that case, John's probably somewhere by that Coliseum. Mr. Keys, didn't you say that there were fireworks at the Coliseum earlier?
Huh? What about them?
Were those fireworks set off during the day?
Yeah, even just while we were there, a bunch of them were set off.
Was it, Mr. Edgeworth?
That explosion sound we heard at the end of the kidnapper's phone call could very well have been the fireworks. Don't think you can get away with this.
Come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it.
That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. Yep, that sounds like a firework. For the sound to have been picked up by the phone, it must have been fairly loud.
So that means the culprit was near the Coliseum.
Yep, the sound of the fireworks means the kidnapper was near the Sunshine Coliseum. Bingo.
Even so, I bet the fireworks could be heard in lots of places around the Coliseum.
Indeed, it'd be impossible for us to search the entire area by ourselves. If only we could have the police lend us a hand. Well, let's continue talking to Simon for a second.
Hi again. At any rate, I'm glad you were able to find him so quickly.
Why is that?
The truth is, our circus show is about to start soon, so I don't think we would have been able to help out with the search much longer.
Sorry to burden you with this when you also need to prepare for your performance.
No, it's okay. Please, don't worry about it. After all, I also didn't want to get arrested again.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm so relieved you were able to find him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, but the warrant still hasn't been declared guilty yet.
So, you're saying there's still a chance I might get arrested again?
Yep. I'd probably get prepared, buddy. Because I unfortunately don't think you're out of the woods yet.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay, please don't tease him. Hello, Regina.
Even though Regina also searched with her friends. Aw, we are being so punched.
My friends, does she mean her animals? Did you send your animals out to search for... On second thoughts, I don't know if I should have that answered. If I recall correctly, wasn't the very big circus supposed to have a performance today?
Yep, that's right. We've all been practicing a lot for this upcoming performance.
Will Simon also be performing?
Of course, he's been practicing really hard, even though he keeps saying no way. He even rode up in a balloon and did lots of advertising for us. Mr. Edgeworth, you should also come by and see Simon's heroics.
Very well. That is, if we're able to successfully solve this case. It sounded like you were saying you used animals in your search.
Yep, I thought we would be able to find him if I used Region and Mystique, but...
Did you have an elephant trampling through the city? On second thoughts, actually, I don't want to deal with this anymore. You have fun.
Simon said no way, and stopped me. No fun.
If Simon hadn't been there, there would probably be a mass panic right about now.
Simon, why did you stop her? He would have made the city more fun, like the circus.
Mr. Edgeworth, please forgive me.
Why is he apologizing to me? I haven't said anything. Have fun getting abused by your boss in some capacity.
Yami said John head towards the garbage pickup area.
Indeed. There might be some trace of him left behind. Let's check it.
Milk!
Garbage pickup at 11. The garbage pickup time, I'm at 11 a.m. So that's why there's no trash.
I looked over here earlier. The place was overflowing with garbage, sir.
Looks like today's the day when bulk waste is collected during the garbage pickup.
Really, we're a lot of bulky items placed here, pal.
Garbage truck's compactor can crush any kind of garbage dust.
No, it seems in the case of bulk waste, there's transport as is without being crushed.
Why do you know about how bulk waste is disposed of, Mr. Edgeworth?
Meaning Mr. Shields, in order to accomplish his Mr. Edgeworth's acquisition plan, sent him something like a moving process and structural brochure.
There are times when you're so sharp, it's scary. Although they're few and far between. It's his milk!
This milk carton is... It's the one John was drinking out of.
There's no mistake. Something must have happened to John here. Combined with with Detective Gumshoe's testimony, the chances are high that John was attacked at a garbage pickup area. Oh, you know what? That I see.
If it was here, there wouldn't be many witnesses. But why would John have come to a place like this?
It would be natural to think that he came here to throw something away.
I have no way of knowing since that the garbage truck has already collected everything.
Picked up at 11? 11 in the morning, you mean? Sky map of the area. I think this... Nope. Foolish answer. Well, Mr. Powers, I know it might be a boorish question, but there's something I'd like to ask you.
Okay, what is it?
Are there perhaps any plans to make a new Steel Samurai?
I'm sorry, but is that a question related to the investigation?
No, it's just a personal question.
I'm sorry. I can't talk about it with people outside the studio. Not even you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course. As I thought, he could not talk about it. However, he didn't deny it outright. Does that mean there's hope? We must have more. More.
What do you want me to do, sir?
Help me.
Okay.
Okay, you got any info for me? You notice anything?
Secretly bugging my badge like that? I'm sure the true culprit must be a skilled great thief.
I don't think simply placing a bug would warrant someone being called a great thief.
What are you saying? One who wishes to become a great thief must not neglect information gathering. Even so, to be able to plant a bug without anyone noticing? How dare they act more like great thief-like than me?
I feel like you're getting upset for all the wrong reasons.
It's just like Gummy to keep on investigating tirelessly.
It seems that giving up on my prosecutor's badge has caused trouble for the detective as well.
Even though Gummy had a lot on his plate to deal with, he was still worrying about me. That makes me so happy. Of course, I'm also grateful to you as well, Mr. Edgeworth.
I only did what I felt was natural.
Sheesh, you never say what you really mean. Speaking of which, Gummy was investigating somewhere around this area, right? In that case, maybe he knows something about John.
That's right. We should listen to what the detective has. Okay, thank you, game. Seems like the game actually sometimes can do sort of decently when it comes to... Wait, does that mean we should just ask you...
Do you know about this game? Mr. Edgeworth, you're such a joker. Even you show it to me, I have no idea what I'm doing here, sir. Help me.
Nope. Oh, you know what I probably should do? You there. Maybe I should show these people if they've seen anything related to this kid.
You're gonna show me stuff like that? It's too technical for me. I don't get it at all.
I guess you don't have any new information. We're gonna have to... No, you're not getting arrested now, sir. Oh yeah, I forgot you say you plead insanity. Hang on. Wait. Let's go back all the way. Only a taxi and a blue truck came through the plaza this morning. And yet, the garbage was picked up. Where'd that blue truck go? The only vehicles that came through the plaza this morning were the taxi and the blue truck.
And Mr. DeBest was kidnapped in that taxi.
Yes. Meanwhile, John was attacked in the garbage pickup area. And the garbage was collected from there at 11 a.m.
Ah, I've got it, sir. The blue truck was actually...
That's right. The blue truck that came through the plaza was a garbage truck. However, be that as it may, the officer who gave us the information made no mention that the blue truck was a garbage truck.
Talk about careless. How could someone make a mistake a garbage truck for a normal truck?
That's not it, Kay. Today was a day for the collection of bulk waste. I suspect it was a standard truck without a trash compactor that came by to collect the trash. John was taken away by this garbage truck. And where do garbage trucks go?
The dump, of course.
Hold up! The culprit was disguised as a garbage collector, right? Then the truck was probably fake too. How do we know they really went to the dump?
No, the garbage truck should have been real.
Huh? Why's that?
That will be made clear if you simply take a look at this garbage pickup area. This shows that the garbage truck John was kidnapped was real. Is it just the fact that it's empty?
Take that!
The garbage pickup area is locked. Oh, yeah, that too.
Ah, only a real garbage collector could have unlocked it to collect the trash.
Precisely. We should assume that a genuine garbage truck was used. For example, the kidnapper could have put John into a large cardboard box. If the box was mixed in with the rest of the bulk waste.
The garbage collector would have carried John away without even knowing it.
Exactly. The culprit would then lie in wait at the garbage dump. And if they said, I threw it away by mistake, the box would be returned to them.
Any garbage dumps nearby? Let's see. Ah! There's two of them.
Dawn waste. So, which garbage dump was he taken to? The one that was next to the Sunshine Coliseum. He's at Dawn Waste Center. I think we can finally answer where John is. John was at the garbage dump that's near the Coliseum. He's at the Dawn Waste Center. Based on the explosion sound we heard from the kidnapper's phone, we know that John is being confined someplace in the vicinity of the Coliseum. One of the garbage dumps is right next to the Coliseum.
One of the garbage dumps is right next to the Coliseum.
John was almost certainly taken there. In which case, the place he is being confined to must also be somewhere close by. Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
could I ask you to search the area around this garbage dump?
You don't have to ask me like we're strangers, sir. It feels so distant. Please just order me around like you normally do.
Are you sure, Detective? Right now, I'm not a prosecutor.
Didn't I tell you, sir? Detectives don't just investigate for the sake of prosecutors.
You have my thanks, Detective. Very well, I order you to go find the child.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, look, it's almost time.
Ah, crap. Yes, it would be best if we hurry. We should also be at their limit. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me, sir. This may be an unofficial investigation. But I'll call in all my pals from the station to help.
How about two? Stealing John back is my job, after all.
I'll be returning to the courtroom. I might be able to draw out some more time.
Okay, well then, even in the depths of night.
The clock just struck 2. We have to hurry.
Yes, sir.
My introduction! Another bird dares to take flap!
April 6th, 2:16 p.m., District Court. Courtroom number 3. I can't be whipped anymore. Please help me. Oh, hey.
Well, 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 if it isn't former prosecutor Edgeworth.
Plays the best.
Witness, space forward. We're not done talking yet.
Like I said, you see, why exactly would I have need to help that person out, Your Honor? You know, it's a crying shame. Having a beautiful woman declared guilty. Honestly, it brings tears to my eyes.
I just do not like you, Blaze. You're a bad father, you're a bad person, and you should feel bad, and you're going to a bad place.
But you see, there's no reason for me to go on my way to hide evidence just to save her.
However, we still have the testimony of your son, Prosecutor Best. He testified that he handed the evidence over to you.
Well, I haven't the slightest clue what he was talking about. I simply can't imagine why Sebastian would have said something like that, you know?
I'm here now. I'm helping. What if there is evidence that shows your connection with Warden Roland?
Huh? And just what do you think you're doing, former Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was under the impression that you were no longer in any position to stand in court.
Miss Edgeworth, how dare you barge into my prosecutor's bench?
Francisca, I'm sorry. I need you to lend me the bench for a little while.
What are you saying?
Judge Courtney, what vital evidence to relate to the case? Your Honor, please allow me to testify.
She'd never allow it.
Objection.
Courtney Pie. Uncle Ray also has he be allowed to testify. There are also no objections from the prosecution either, right?
Understood. The prosecution also has no objections.
Objection.
I have an objection, though. There's no way you can allow something like this, you know? Such high-handed methods. Surely are enough to warrant being held in contempt of court, wouldn't you say, Courtney?
Oh, as long as John is still in danger, Judge Courtney cannot rule against the warden. I must convey to her somehow that the search for her son is progressing. Judge Courtney, I ask that you have faith in me and my assistant.
Now that you mention it, where exactly is she?
She's currently out searching for the most important piece of evidence.
Objection.
It's a waste of time. There's no such evidence. Are you stalled for time? How disgraceful.
Objection.
Most important piece of evidence, huh?
Courtney Pie, I don't really know what that evidence is, but I think we should have faith in her. After all, even if she may not look like it, she's still the great thief Yagarasu. Somehow, it seems that Mr. Shields understands. Judge Courtney, we've already determined the general location of that evidence. It's only a matter of time before she steals the evidence back.
I understand. Then I shall give you special permission to testify.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
This is ridiculous.
This vital evidence that you have found, please present it to the court.
Blaze the Best and Patricia Rowland are somehow connected. Allow me to present the evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that relationship between Patricia Rowland and Blaze the Best? It was the report on Knightley.
Take that.
This document contains a detailed report regarding the interrogation of a certain man.
A certain man.
That man being the late Horace Knightley. Okay. And the one who interrogated him was the defendant in this trial, Patricia Rowland.
So that means that was the interrogation where...
That's right. Patricia Rowland murdered Knightley in the aftermath of the interrogation. And that very interrogation had been recorded in this written report.
That definitely sounds like vital evidence. Miss Edgeworth, just now, you referred to that document as a written report. Now, just who in the world was that report written for?
I thought you might ask that, Francisca. And that's precisely what is most important about this report. We found this document inside the safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the Grand Tower.
The 51st floor? The storeroom for the black market auction?
Indeed. And the conductor of the auction was you, Blaze the Best. You received a report about the victim from Warden Rowland. In the face of this evidence, can you still say you have no connection to this case?
In regards to that, I refuse to answer.
What?
It has yet to be proven in court that I was the conductor of the black market auction.
Oh, have you already forgotten the events of this morning? I believe I had already proved it back then, did I not?
Forget it. I burned the evidence. I will not deny that I was bested by you. However, that was at the crime scene. Who knows if the results will be the same in courts? An acquittal is still possible, you see. Until it's been proven in court that I am the conductor of the black market auctions. You can't prove that document was addressed to me!
Your logic is twisted.
That's not very nice, you know. My logic isn't twisted, is it, Courtney? Don't you feel the same way? It was quite unlike you to allow former prosecutor Edgeworth's statement just now, you know. It saddens me, you see, that you would fail to uphold the law as a judge should. In fact, I'm so upset with this, I may have no other choice but to use my last resort, you know? I'm going to burn the courtroom. Here I go.
It's as you say. Something that's not been proven in court does not merit any deliberation. I will have to overrule Mr. Edgeworth's claim.
Oh, as I thought, until John has been rescued.
You see, the truth at the scene of the crime and the truth in the courtroom are two very different things.
So, you're saying the truth can be distorted in court as long as it's for your sake?
What a horrible thing to say. I'm not distorting the truth or anything like that, you know? If a not guilty verdict is handed down, then that becomes the truth. That's all it is, you see.
It's useless. There's nothing we can do unless the missing evidence turns up.
Now then, Courtney, why don't you deliver a not guilty verdict and let's get this over with. After all, that evidence isn't gonna just show up anytime soon, you know?
What? Sebastian? Huh?
Who raised an objection just now?
Sebastian! What are you doing?
Pops.
Sebastian. Why'd you come back here now of all times?
Sebastian, what's the meaning of this? Just where were you and what have you been doing since you banned your own trial?
I'm sorry. I was,
Such an act's unbecoming of a prosecutor. You should be ashamed.
well,
Sebastian, you still don't get it, do you know? This court has no place for sniveling child such as yourself.
Pops, Aww.
Sebastian?
I've come to present new evidence, Your Honor.
Oh! Oh! No longer your goofy theme, huh?
So please, let me take my place back at the prosecutor's bench.
Sebastian, I didn't think he would come back.
Objection.
Let him back.
What's all this now, Sebastian? You don't seem at all like your normal self.
Pops,
Come now, what's the matter? Want Daddy to play with you? Is that it? Well then, why don't we just head on back home?
No.
return to the witness stand.
What's wrong? You're shaking like a leaf. You let him go!
Get away from him!
Your Honor, the prosecutor officially in charge of this case has just arrived with new evidence. The trial is still in session. In light of this, shouldn't we continue with the proceedings? Naturally, the defense has no objections, Your Honor. I'm sure the defense attorney originally in charge would say the same thing.
The prosecution has no objection either, Your Honor.
Come on, continue with the proceedings. That won't be necessary. Isn't that right, Courtney?
Blaze still believes that he was the one who kidnapped John. As long as John still hasn't been found, Judge Courtney will remain bound by Blaze, and nothing else will change that. Come on. What? That's her phone.
That sound is...
Her cell phone? My phone as well. Oh god.
Uncle Ray's phone is up.
Oh god, too many phone calls. Help! Stop!
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Shields!
What?
Yeah!
We found John, sir!
Yeah!
We've rescued John.
Excellent work, detective.
That kid was the most important piece of evidence, right? Way to go, Kay.
I once spread the word quickly, so I had everyone call.
Hey, Judge Courtney! I think your kid's safe. Answer. Judge Courtney, it's for you. Answer it.
Yes, I see. I'm so glad you're safe. Make sure you properly thank everyone, okay? Be careful, and come back home safe.
Aw. Now? Yes. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Let's resume the proceedings. Now that I may once again swing my gavel to my heart's content.
You're kidding, right? This is just a sad joke, you know.
Oh, this is a joke on you, bucko.
Witness, this is no joke. Please return to the stand. Prosecutor DeVest, as well, promptly return to your seat at the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, Your Honor!
Now we've got it. This is a little crowded on the bench, isn't it?
Sebastian DeBest.
Yes, Miss Von Karma.
I leave the rest to you.
Oh!
Huh?
Going up against your own father, it won't be easy. I shall observe how things pan out. From the gallery.
Well then, it's me and you, Sebastian. Let's do this.
Now then, allow me to ask once more. Is the prosecution ready? Prosecutor DeBest, what is this new evidence you wish to present?
The missing knife and chisel, Your Honor. You mean they've finally been found?
Prosecutor DeBest, is this true?
The knife and chisel, I wasn't able to find them. I searched and searched, I really did, but it was already too late.
Nate, what do you mean?
I remember this morning when I passed by Pops in his garage at home. He was holding something wrapped up in a newspaper.
Pops, where are you going?
Sebastian, just taking out some trash.
At that moment, I heard it. The faint sound of a bell.
Could that sound have been, by any chance, that'll attach to Dogen's chisel?
In other words, you're saying that the witness threw away the evidence?
I searched for it, but I didn't make it in time. I'm sorry.
Where exactly did you search for it?
The garbage dump. Oh, I went to the garbage dump and searched everywhere. I thought the evidence Pop threw away had to be there.
Aww. Isn't that Sebastian? So that's why you were there.
What are you doing here?
Whoa!
He ignored us.
So at that time, he had gone to the garbage dump.
But, this was all I could find.
It smells rather peculiar.
Now that you mention it, there's kind of a funky smell coming from you as well.
What do you expect? I was digging through garbage.
And what of the knife?
I think it's buried somewhere in that giant mound of trash. But I couldn't find it by myself.
I understand. I shall accept this into evidence.
Well done, Sebastian. You never betray my expectations, you know? You search so desperately through the garbage, and that's all you have to show for it. Ah, what a tearjerker. I'm tearing up already.
Objection.
It's a bit too early for tears, don't you think? We haven't examined the evidence properly yet.
I think it's just a pointless waste of time, you know?
I'm counting on you, Sebastian. Miles, show him that the truth can be exposed in court and take him down.
Mr. Shields is backing us up. Now all we need to do is is a breakthrough. Prosecutor Best, let's take a closer look at the evidence.
Right.
There's gotta be something, surely. Let's have a look inside. It'd be great if we could find some kind of proof.
Well, well, well.
This is the bell that was attached to Dogen's chisel. Are there any traces left behind on it?
It's no good. There's not even a single smudge on it.
What'd you find, Prosecutor Best?
Did you even find anything?
Darn it!
Of course you'd find nothing. Something like that can't be called evidence, you know. All it is trash. It may be sad, but that's the truth, you see.
Were Sebastian's efforts all for naught? Indeed, the spell does not seem to be valid evidence. However,
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really giving up?
Calm as always, Edgeworth. Quite unlike Sebastian here.
well then, is the prosecution finished with its argument?
Sebastian? Justine, not yet. We're not through yet. There's still something we haven't examined.
You're still not giving up. Struggling in vain's not cute at all, you know.
It seems Sebastian hasn't given up yet either. I was just thinking the exact same thing. The last item remaining, is it trash or is it evidence? If we don't examine it, we'll never find out. The item I'm thinking of is... the bell?
The bell itself is a fine... No, it's not. What are you talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? I thought we didn't find anything on the bell.
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make you look better. Don't worry. I'm trying to make you look better, kid. Don't worry. You got this. Is it the newspaper itself?
We're still not done examining the newspaper that the bell was wrapped in.
It seems that Sebastian has the same idea as I do.
Wow, this is just wonderful, you know? So wonderful it's to cry for. Is it desperation or simply reckless abandon? Are you really going to pin all your hopes on a worthless scrap of newspaper?
We won't know for sure whether or not it's worthless until we examine it, will we? Sebastian, let's examine it post haste. Is this a handprint?
I see it. There's something greasy on here too. Is it oil?
Oil? Judge Courtney, we'd like to request a fingerprint analysis on this paper. Could you please summon in someone from forensics? Your request is accepted. Contact the lab at once. I don't even think we need fingerprints.
Reporting! These are definitely fingerprints. However, it's from a glove.
What?
Didn't I tell you? It's nothing but a worthless scrap of paper. Just think about it, you know? When handling important evidence. What kind of idiot wouldn't use gloves? Oh wait, wouldn't that be you? The idiot who doesn't know when to give up?
It's pretty harsh talking to your own son like that.
What's wrong with calling an idiot an idiot?
You're a piece of shit.
If you want to be the best, you have to be heartless.
No, you don't.
I have no compassion for worthless individuals, not even my own son.
Pop,
You know, you've always called yourself a genius prosecutor, haven't you? Didn't I explain to you this morning why you were a genius up until now? That's right. It was all because of me. Because of my authority. You were always being protected by people like Courtney. And me. Now, get that stinking face of yours out of my sight.
thinking.
You know, Now that I think about it, that stench might be just suit you perfectly. Just keep it away from mine, though, so my eyes will start watering.
Huh?
Wrong. You're wrong, Pops.
Sebastian, what are you talking about?
You're the one who stinks, Pops. It's you, not me. You haven't noticed, have you? You smell, Pops.
Huh? Wait.
So much that you can't even hide it. Mr. Edgeworth, try smelling the handprint on this newspaper.
Huh? Smell? Smells like oil.
Oil! Motor oil! Like motorcycle! I know something that smells just like it. Come to think of it. Then,
It smells like motor oil. Maintaining that motorcycle must be Blaze's hobby.
yep, motor oil! That's right. The smell proves it. It proves that the culprit who hid the evidence was...
Sebby?
It's no good. I guess I can't become the best after all. I'm too soft. I can never be so heartless.
Sebastian.
I just can't bring down my own father with my own hands.
Prosecutor DeBest. Summon your courage. Become a different prosecutor from your father. Wasn't that what you decided? We are prosecutors, and as prosecutors, we stand in the courtroom. In that case, isn't it our duty to shed light on the truth? Exposing crimes and bringing criminals to justice, even if the criminal is your own father. That is your duty as a prosecutor. Didn't I promise you that if you have the courage to stand up, I will show you the way? And if you cannot do it alone, we shall do it together.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Let's do it. Come on.
Allow me to present the evidence that connects this handprint with my father.
The gloves. Let's pull them away together, Sebby. This is the smell of motor oil, the kind used for maintaining motorcycles.
Both myself and Mr. Edgeworth have smelled this exact same smell before.
Blaze the best. It was in your garage. And wouldn't you say these fingerprints have a rather peculiar shape? The 5 letters that spell out death. It's exactly the same as your own gloves.
Objection.
You can buy gloves like that from anywhere. It doesn't prove a thing.
There actually is something that's... Is that really the case?
That's not the only thing that these two pieces of evidence have in common.
The fingerprints on a newspaper that was used to ramp up the bell. There's a certain aspect of it that I just noticed is weird. And Blaze's mechanics gloves. This is the unmistakable similarity they both share. They both got a pretty messed up looking A, don't they? If you examine the imprints left by the letter A, you'll see it's unmistakably from this glove. And that's not all. There is one more item we must take note of, namely, these dirt stains. I suggest we do a comparative analysis on the dirt stains from the newspaper and the glove. If the contents match up, then it will prove to be decisive evidence. Bailiff, please have these dirt samples sent to forensics for analysis immediately.
What? Sebastian! You lowly prosecutor! Do you have any idea who I am?
Pops, you can't run away anymore. It's been proven in court that you concealed the evidence. And that you tried to get cover for the defendant.
You're saying that I'm guilty? That I'll be sent to prison? Me? Blaze the best? This nut-nosed punk's gonna make me disappear. Must be some mistake.
No mistake here.
Be a man and admit your crime. Admit your crimes.
Objection.
Do you really think you can survive if I'm not around?
Of course he can.
I'll be fine now. I thought I wanted to become the best prosecutor, so I could get your approval, Pops. But when I was kidnapped by your men and stuck in that dark room, I started thinking, I'm truly powerless. I despaired and averted my eyes from the truth, but at that moment, Mr. Edgeworth stepped in and showed me the way. And now, I'm no longer just a child chasing after his father's approval. I've become capable. Now I can find evidence all on my own.
Well, my men kidnapped you. Why were you?
Pops, I'll show you the truth you never knew. Through this trial.
Sebastian! How dare you speak to me like that? You should have just stayed as an idiot, son.
You may have hated me to the very end, Pops. But I've always looked up to you. Thank you for everything up until now. And goodbye.
You. Since when did you? All you ever do is to depend on me. Sebastian!
That was so good, having Sebastian take down his own father. That was beautiful.
It has been established that the evidence was concealed by Blaise Sebastian himself. A judgment regarding his concealment of evidence shall be delivered at a separate trial. The missing chisel and knife still have yet to be found. However, once a search of the waste disposal site is underway, they will surely be discovered.
The knife will be found. What will happen to me if it's found?
No need to worry. You'll simply receive the punishment you deserve for your crime.
Punishment for me? Blaise, what in the world are you doing? You... After all your boasting about being able to create your own truths and not guilty verdicts. That's why I contacted you immediately after the prison incident in the first place. To make matters worse, you even kidnapped the wrong kid. I just can't believe this. You really, really are completely useless.
That was certainly a violent outburst. But you heard her, Prosecutor Best.
Yeah, she got flustered and said a bunch of important stuff. Right?
Indeed. That's correct. He still doesn't seem very sure of himself. I'll help you to make sure of yourself. We'll make you confident. We'll give you some confidence, kid.
Very well. And with that, this court is adjourned. Bye-bye.
What? Huh? Lightning? What?
Huh? Who are you?
Lang! What are you doing? Oh god. Lang?
Judge Courtney, still too early for a happy ending. Langsy says the end of the trial is not always the end of the case.
What are you doing?
And who might you be?
The name's Shilong Lang. I'm just a humble lone investigator.
Do you have some objection with this trial?
Not a chance. The defendant there has a heart as black as a moonless night.
Lang, don't tell me you're the one from 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
You got it. Ain't this nice? Now you're finally going to prison, where you belong. 12 years is a long time coming for a suspended sentence. Don't you agree? Rock the Lang, Z.
Agent Lang, what are you talking about?
The SS5 incident from 12 years ago. It's a case I'll never forget.
SS5? I think this is the first time hearing about SS5. 12 years ago. What happened?
Well, a lot's changed. It all happened over 12 years ago. Back then, he and my father were close friends, and our clan protected the president's life. Then, he suddenly changed. It's as if he became an entirely different person. Nowadays, he doesn't even have a shred of faith in the police force of Zhengfa.
12 years ago? I wonder what went on then. Might it have something to do with Lang's father and present harm?
Trisha Rowland, and you, Blaise the Best. Back then, the two of you killed off the Lang clan.
Were you involved in the incident 12 years ago?
That's right, I was. However, I'm not here to chase after ghosts of the past. I'm here for you, Justine Courtney.
Me?
You, and the other one, and one other.
Huh? Hey. Hey, John.
John!
Miss Courtney, you're coming along too. As a suspect in the murder of the president of Zhengfa, Dijun Huang.
Agent Lang, what evidence do you... Oh, crap.
Settle down, Mr. Prosecutor. The investigation has only just begun. We're going to inspect the crime scene with the suspects in attendance.
Agent Lang, did he get his hands on some new pieces of evidence?
If you have any objections, then you can tag along as well.
I shall do just that. Hey, John. The end of the trial is not always the end of the case. There are still many mysteries yet unsolved surrounding the murder of the president. Namely, the true nature of the giant monster, and... Then come and get me. I'll be looking forward to it. That is, if you can bring me to justice. But I highly doubt that. The true identity of the person on the other end of the phone. To be continued. Wow. That was awesome. And we're still not done yet. But I know this is probably going to be a bit short. Oh my goodness, what is going on? I know this is going to end up being a bit shorter than what I usually stream for, I feel. But I feel like I want to make sure I have enough, like... I don't want to have the finale of the stream be like... You know... I don't want it to be either 8 hours long or 1 hour long if I can try for a voting stream. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for today and then finish the game next stream. So, Wise has quite some time left. Yeah, again, probably just best to stop here and then I'll probably try and finish it next stream. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. Peace.